Hey, hey, hey. That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's another podcast with your boy, your favorite cousin, Bill. And this is the Bantha Bunch Show. And welcome wherever you're watching. If you're watching from Nerds at Night, whether you're watching from Drunk Bantha's channel, I just got to say, thank you for joining me. Welcome. Couldn't be here without you. How are all y'all doing out there in the world? This is the Bantha Bunch podcast, and I am out here feeling good, feeling great. I feel like I just got a new promotion at work. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like I just came up off of a whole, well, you know what? I'm not going to say what I was about to say because I might incriminate myself. Y'all just give it up for me real quick. I'm feeling it. Do not forget that this is an interactive show. So if you feeling yourself like I am today, go ahead, put it in the chat. Talk to me. Put it in the chat, man. Pull up on me. And make sure you like and subscribe if this is your first time here. And if it's not your first time here, please give us a like. It's the only way to help us grow. It's the only way to get us out to more people. So make sure you do that and keep up the energy in the chat with me. You know what I'm saying, man? Let me turn this music down because this is getting too hype. I don't know if I can promise I don't know if I can promise an episode as good as this music is right now. You know what I'm talking about? Talking Turd, what's happening? The chat has already jumped. Look at that. Just popped it off. He popped the cherries on the chat. It is the Talking Turd. What's happening? Good evening, people. He says, good evening, good people. Hold on a second. If you're not familiar with the show, you will hear me mute myself every once in a while because I have to burp and or cough. It's just because I'm being nice. A lot of people don't do that for y'all. Y'all listen to these niggas be swallowing on the podcast, drinking their juice, eating chips, eating fucking, oh my God, Jolly Ranchers and shit on podcasts. That shit bothers me. Matter of fact, who else feels the same way? Lil Frothy is in the building. She's saying, I too feel myself. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you gotta feel yourself sometimes. You gotta Talking Turd said branded as ASMR. Yeah, you know what? Some of these people need to start doing that for themselves. For real. I'm not bullshitting you. It's kind of weird when I get on a podcast that's making way more money than we are, doing better than we are, and everybody's just swallowing, drinking juice and shit, and coughing in the microphone. Yeah, dog, that's just disgusting to me. By the way, I don't know if it's me, but it might just be me. But there's no way it's just me. Let me know if there's an issue with this stream, man, because it's kind of freezing for me. Just a question. If y'all not having any issues, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. I do got to introduce someone because we got a special guest. Won't y'all give it up for the beautiful producer, Penny. Penny, you got anything you want to say to the people? Nope. She's wearing her harness for y'all today, showing off the beautiful colors. You know what I'm saying? Looking good, looking good, looking great. You look great today. Yeah, no issues. Talking Turd says no issues. Then we got no issues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but shout out to everyone who's watching right now. Oh, let me turn on the stream for our Instagram people. It's not live yet for them. So let me bump it up. Let me turn it up in here. Turning up the heat. Oh, you want to be cute now. Penny over here want to talk to the people now. Oh, no. She just changed positions. Never mind. Well, we're going to have it going. We're going to keep it going. Puppy power. Yeah, you know how we got to keep it. We got to keep it puppy over here. The puppy power. What happened to my ashtray? Damn it. I swear to God. At any rate, how y'all doing, man? Put it in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching. I got a I got a couple. Well, first of all, how do y'all feel about that? Does that bother you when you're listening to a podcast and somebody starts drinking or chewing on chips and something like that? Let me know, because it's like one of the biggest pet peeves for me. It's still bothering me. Like, I know I already got off of that really, but it's still bothering me. Today, we're going to be talking about Trump Spaces with Elon Musk and Twitter. I ain't never going to call it whatever it's called publicly. I'm not. We're going to be talking about some nerd news as always. And also we're going to be talking a little bit about Lady in the Lake. I also am going to be talking about a little Mr. Beast news. You know what I'm talking about? A little titillating news. The dude's in some trouble right now. Or he's in a little bit of controversy, I should say. And I wanted to talk about it last week, but we got kind of sidetracked. Not kind of sidetracked, but like hella sidetracked. And it's not really, let's see, it's not really good for my YouTube health to be promoting that we're going to talk about Mr. Beast. I don't think so. I know a lot of people may think it's good to talk about these things right now, but Mr. Beast is also one of the most, like, I ain't gonna say most powerful people on YouTube, but definitely one of the most recognizable and one of the most influential people on YouTube. So I am, forgive me, YouTube, forgive me. Oh man, for those who are listening only, the only thing I can tell you is you gotta start watching on YouTube. That's the only way you're gonna understand what just happened right now. But anyway, let's jump into the nerd news. I need some nerd news music, but this will do for right now. This sound good. Let me know if y'all can hear that music. But yeah, I want to talk about what's going on in the entertainment business. You know, we talk about that here every once in a while. Shout out to the dailies. I use my source as the dailies. Pretty dope internet magazine, I guess you'd say. Excuse me. Yeah, I love it. You guys can go check them out. Maybe they should sponsor us, right? Oh my God, they should. Somebody reach out to them, the dailies, and tell them Bill sent you, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. I thought it'd be interesting to cover this a little bit because it says here that Paramount's shutting down Paramount Television Studios after 11 years. Man, with 20 to 30 employees now updating their resumes, this movie is part of Paramount's global bigger cost-cutting mission. This movie. This move is part of Paramount's global cost-cutting, bigger cost. This move is part of Paramount's global's bigger cost-cutting mission. They're slashing 15% of their U.S. workforce to save about $500 million. All PTVS's Okay, guys. Basically, I'm gonna have to paraphrase because my brain don't work according to what my eyes is doing right this very second. But the gist is that they're shutting down TV production under CBS Studios, which is a part of Paramount. If you guys didn't know, Paramount Plus is riding its own roller coaster. It lost 2.8 million subscribers in the second quarter post Super Bowl churn. So after the Super Bowl, we all don't know, the Super Bowl was hosted by the by CBS this year. A lot of football on CBS. But it looks like the motherfuckers lost a lot of money this year, and it's gone, bro. Paramount, we've been talking about, the reason I brought this up and the reason I'm talking about this, and I apologize, I just slubbed through that entire fucking read. But again, like, Paramount is shutting down TV studios. They're not going to be doing television anymore. The Paramount Plus is going to be what they're going to be propped up for. And it looks like we're only going to get movies from Paramount these days. And we've been talking about this on this show. Paramount has been trying to sell BET for the past year and a half. And they tried to sell Paramount about 3 or 4 months ago. And it fell through. The sales fell through. So shit didn't work out. You know what I'm talking about? It was bad news bears. Well, for them it was. So anyway, we might need to go ahead and pour a little bit out for them, because not going to be an I told you so or nothing, but I did told you so, that these guys are probably not going to be with us too much longer, man, when it comes to the Paramount Plus and Paramount as you know it, as we know it today. We not going to have that no more, bro. It's just probably done. I mean, this is the thing that they was telling us about a couple of years ago when they were saying all the TV is about to go away. Looks like Paramount's going to be the first one to actually bite that bullet, bite the dust on that one. And we reported here last week that they're going to be getting rid of a lot of jobs at Disney. They've slowed down production at Disney, and it's getting rough everywhere. And a lot of people didn't think that I was talking. I mean, a lot of people thought I was talking shit about jobs reports having to do with the jobs reports that came out last week have a lot to do with why the economy crashed, even though it's not the direct reason. There is no one single solitary reason. But I am just letting you know that, you guys we got to pay attention, because there are trends that take place to show you a failing economy. Not that that's what you're here to talk about or listen to today, but I'm just trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does matter on a deeper level, but it matters to us nerds, because, like, yo, when am I going to get my TV? Most people don't give a fuck about none of this shit except for when am I going to get my TV? How am I going to watch my NFL? How am I going to watch my NBA basketball? How am I going to watch my PGA? How am I going to watch that? How am I going to watch my sports? How am I going to watch my Atlanta Braves? That's all people give a fuck about in the United States when it comes to television and shit. So people don't care what big billionaire company is losing money. But sometimes you do care, or you find out that you do, because that television show that you like so much is gone and you don't know why. But anyway, we got the Emmy nominations that came out this week or last week. I guess it was officially given out no, they gave them out last week, but was it last week? Week before last. It was week before last, y'all, that they came out with the Emmy nominations. And then we did an interview with an Emmy nominee that's coming out on the Drunk Bantha's channel. So get ready for that. Get ready for that, baby. Looks like 17 Emmy nominations went to Fallout. Damn. Fallout got 17 Emmy nominations, dog. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. Let me go to the chat right here before I continue on through this nerd news. Talking Turd said the future is AI and CGI. You have no idea how correct you are. Lil Frothy says, do you think Paramount lost translated into another studio game? Do I think that Paramount's loss translate into another studio's gain? Is one man's failure another man's come up? I would say the only way that it's a gain for any of the studios is if they can look at it and do something different. If they look at it as, yo, this is what not to do. This is where the way they were moving. This is how we should keep moving, or this is what we should go in this direction type thing. Because it's not a situation that is avoidable unless you're putting out great content and managing them books right. And so that's why you've seen Disney pull back on a lot of content, pull back on a lot of finances, pull back on employees, and fire a bunch of fucking people because they would want to make sure they don't even come close to a situation like Paramount's in right now. Fifth Bantha says, what up, fam? What up, what up, what up? Shout out to Film Age as well. Film Age says, so hyped to hear about Fallout getting so many nominations. Yes, that is crazy. It is a lot to try to compete with. But my show, Warrior, not my show, my favorite show in the nominees of the Emmys this year. It is Warrior, and it's nominated for Best Stunt Coordinator or Best Coordinated Stunt Performance, I think is how they wrote it. Anyway, Warrior is going up against Fallout on that one, and I don't think Fallout's choreography is as good as, you know, a literal kung fu stunt choreography television series. So I'm really rooting for it. I don't know how they vote for it, but y'all got to vote. Whoever votes on this, y'all got to do it, man. Make it happen, because I fuck with everybody on that show. I like every actor. I like every actress. I have been blessed, or whatever y'all would call it, to interview a few people from the show, and everybody on that show seems really dope, and they deserve it, man. That show deserves the love that no one is giving it right now. I shouldn't say no one, because it is nominated, right? But it's the best action drama series on television that no one is watching. And actually, it's just the best drama television series. It's the best drama series on television. I'll say that right now. Best drama series on television. So go check that out. I had something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. Oh, shout out. Where's my button at? Where's my button? Because, see, this is what we got to get ready for. Y'all, put your hands together, because Supercell is renewed for a season 2 on Netflix. It's official. It's official. It's official. It's official. Man, I can't fucking wait till season 2 comes out. Don't know when it's going to come out. Just know that it is. And that was an amazing moment. Y'all remember Supercell? If you haven't seen it, it's a television series on Netflix. We covered it right here, and it was pretty damn good. Not gonna lie to you, boy. You know your boy Bill ain't gonna lie to you. That's the one thing I ain't gonna do. So yeah, Morgan said, hell yeah, Supercell is excellent. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all gotta realize we got some good shit coming up. And it's got black folks in it, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got good shit coming out, and a lot of stuff is coming out. It's got black people, black and brown. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all who say that y'all don't call Asians brown, y'all like to call Asians yellow, y'all are racist. I don't care if you Asian and you call yourself yellow. You racist. You are also racist. Y'all are brown. Yellow is in a crayon box, man. That's just ridiculous. You know, y'all are human being colored. Ain't no yellow people walking around this bitch. Y'all are brown. Okay? You're damn near niggas. I mean, you really are niggas. That's what they call you in the South. In Alabama, that's what white folks call you. I don't know. But anyway, we need to go support these brown folks on TV, man. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all watching right now that I'm not watching? Because, we cover a lot of stuff on the Drunk Banthas podcast on Mondays at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But I need to know what y'all are watching, man. Put it in the chat because I myself, I just started watching a show called Lady in the Lake. And, man, it was pretty dope. Now, I was going to wait till somebody showed up to talk about it, but might not be nobody showing up. So I'm going to just talk about it right now. Oh, made a matter of fact, your boy is getting better with the stuff, with the thumbnails, and I'm also getting better with the timestamps. Boom, Lady in the Lake. Look at that, how I did that at the bottom right there. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention the phone number. So, yeah, if you guys want to call in, you can call in the number 323-680-4101. That's 323-680-4101. Leave a voicemail so I can fucking put them all up on YouTube. I'm going to try to do it all at the end of the month. So, yeah, make that happen, y'all. Put your voice on the tape and tell everybody how much you fuck with the Drunk Banthas, how much you fuck with Nerds at Night. You know what I mean? We do it for you. We do it for you. Hold on, let me try to get this a little bit. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Try to get just a little bit of the nigger out of there. Boss Nigger, by the way. Great movie. In case y'all are wondering, been getting a lot of comments. Yo, maybe you should take the nigger down. Maybe you should take Boss Nigger down. Maybe it's not good for your streams. Maybe YouTube ain't fucking with you with that. What y'all think? Put it in the comments. I really want to know. I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious. Put it in the comments right now. If you're listening only, put it in the comments right now. Go to YouTube and put it in the comments if you're just listening. I want you to let me know. Should we get rid of the Boss Nigger poster in the back? Do you think it hurts our streams or do you think it helps? I need to know. Because y'all's opinion is the only one that matters to me. The Banthas. Y'all are the Banthas, by the way. You know what I mean? If you didn't know, you're a Bantha. You watching this right now? You're a Bantha. Fool. Hold on. Looking up something here. But yeah, man, I had a crazy week. Like I said, I slipped up on this show, Lady in the Lake. It was a show about, well, first of all, let's talk about who's in Lady of the Lake. It is starring your girl. Damn, why don't I have it up? It's starring your girl, Natalie Portman, and Moses Isaiah, which I don't think is a real name. Like, that's got to be a made up name. Oh, no, I made it up. See, I told you it's not a real name. Moses Ingram plays Chloe Sherwood, and Natalie Portman plays Maddie Schwartz. I can't even say her maiden name in the show. But yeah, Moses Ingram and Natalie Portman. I'm telling you, this is a good fucking show. There's this kid named Noah Jupe in it. He is pretty famous according to people. And also this other girl named Mikey Madison. Never seen either one of them in anything, but if you're sitting there wondering like, yo, Bill, who the fuck is Moses Ingram? Moses Ingram is the girl from Obi-Wan. She played the black, what you call it? The Inceptor or something. Y'all remember Obi-Wan? She was one of the dark lightsaber bitches. She was the dark Jedi lightsaber bitch thing that didn't make no sense. because there's only supposed to be two. I don't understand how they be doing Star Wars these days. But anyway, at any rate, everybody hated her on Obi-Wan. They thought she was probably the worst part of the show. Definitely one of the worst parts, if not the worst part. I didn't have a good feeling about it either. Talking to her said the third sister or something. I don't remember. Let me just look it up because it's just gonna bother me not knowing. But yeah, hold on. Let me look it up right now because I'm just not even gonna be able to talk good if I don't look it up. She played Reva Savinder. Savinder. But anyway, I don't know what they were called. We're gonna call them the third sister or something. That's what we're gonna call them from now on. Lady in the Lake. Is it about King Arthur and Marilyn? No, it is not about King Arthur and Marilyn. Madeline, Merlin, Maid Madeline, and Merlin. No, not about none of them. I just combine Robin Hood with King Arthur. Penny, why you let me do that? Anyway, she was with the Inquisitors. Talking to her says she was with the Inquisitors. Yes. Moses Ingram. Why do I keep saying Isaiah Moses? Nigga, goddamn, it's some Bible shit. It's too much Bible shit going on. Moses Ingram was one of the Inquisitors in Obi-Wan. She's in this show called Lady in the Lake with Natalie Portman, another Star Wars person, which I did not think about at first. And then I was talking to a homie and they was like, oh yeah, that's two Star Wars people. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, we got some Star Wars connection. This show is on Apple TV Plus, by the way. It's only in its 5th episode. It's gonna have 7, if I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna have 7 episodes, maybe 8. I'm thoroughly enjoying this show. I'm doing a non-spoiler review, by the way. I should probably say that kind of shit at the beginning, but I'm doing a non-spoiler review. I don't believe in spoiling shit when shit is not over, especially if we're not covering it, you know. Talking to her says multiverse Robin Hood meets King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I'm here for that movie. If you're not here for that movie, you're a hater. Punch yourself in the face. I'm here for that movie. But I gotta take a sip of this right here. Sorry. But anyway, it's a show, it's a murder mystery. You know what I'm saying? And spoiler alert, there's a lady in the lake. You know what I mean? It kind of starts out with that. But overall, this show is about 2 women, a Jewish woman and a African American woman who live in Baltimore. And it is a very interesting look at Baltimore in the 1960s. I think it's 1966, if I'm not mistaken. And man, the show has a dope cast. It's not just about Natalie Portman and Moses Ingram. They have a really dope cast. It's very black. It's very much so half and half, really. You got a lot of Jewish people. It's very much so about Jewish people in the 1960s. It's also about black people in the 1960s. One of our favorite black characters or actors in general from Baltimore, from Baltimore lore is Wood Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Wood Harris plays a guy named Shell Gordon. Now, if y'all who don't know who Wood Harris is, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and put this shit up here on this thing. But y'all who don't know for those who don't know who Wood Harris is, Wood Harris was in this show called The Wire, and he played a gentleman named Avon Barksdale. Man, let me tell y'all, I don't think that hold on. See, it keeps trying to freeze, bro. It keeps trying to freeze on me when I'm looking up random shit. I don't know if Alex had too much stuff open or something, but I do not like this. Hold on, let me close some more stuff, y'all. Forgive me. Oh, this shit is open. All right. Maybe that's better. I hope that's better. What? Okay. I don't know what just happened. So Instagram just took us down off the live. We removed your content. It looks like you shared or sent something that attacks a person in your group of people based on who they are. See the rule. Our technology found your content doesn't follow our community guidelines. As a result of our technology took action. Look at this shit. What the fuck is this shit? This is what they sent me a picture of that said that we didn't like people. It looks like you shared or sent something that attacks a person or a group of people based on who they are. It don't matter. Whatever. Don't nobody watch on Instagram anyway. Here, I'm going to show y'all this. Look at this shit. It's got me frozen. What I was going to say it was the Boss Nigger poster, but it doesn't have the Boss Nigger in it. So I don't understand. Maybe it was me saying nigger. Maybe I just can't say nigger on Instagram. I doubt it. I guarantee you there's some white boy saying nigger on Instagram right now on his live. Hype in the motherfucker. Anyway, I apologize. That like ruined the moment, right? Like we got to pick it back up. Hold on. Like what the fuck? That just kind of ruined my whole shit. Ruined my whole steez, man. Yeah, the Tarkentur said stupid Instagram. Seriously, I have no idea why they just kicked me off of Instagram. That's not really cool. But anyway, as I was saying, Wood Harris is in this show, Lady in the Lake. He is one of my favorite parts of the show. Penny, look. Yeah, it's Wood Harris. See, yeah, Wood Harris plays this dude, very Avon Barksdale like, but he's also on a more chill vibe than Avon, and he's on a more like gangster, like what do you call it? Dapper. I'm gonna call him a dapper gangster, a dapper dope boy. You like that? Dapper dope boy. First thing that blew my mind in this whole show is that like everybody, yeah, maybe the J word. Maybe it was me talking about Asians. I don't know. Put it in the comments. What do you think Instagram kicked me off of Instagram for? Please put it in the comments. I'd love to see y'all's thoughts. Lady in the Lake. This is the show, y'all. Y'all need to check it out, man. Lady in the Lake. Like I said, it's got Wood Harris in it. It was a good show, man. It was a good show. I felt like Avon's grandfather must be, or his father must be this dude, Shell Gordon. Because, and what kind of name is Shell? Y'all know any Shells? Let me know. Put it in the comments. But it starts out with, I'm horrible at like staying on track with this shit, man. Like y'all who stay with me, I appreciate y'all. The show starts out with us losing a person, and it's a story basically about two neighborhoods, but at the same time, this is like a story about Baltimore, it seems like. And at the same time, it's just a good story all around. Like, I'm trying not to spoil shit, so it's really hard to really focus on what not to say. But I just want to say this: every actor, every performance is dead on amazing. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't found one single time in this show where I was thinking, man, they cannot act in this movie. I mean, in this show, like I have never seen a show where I just didn't hate anything about what performances people are having. But you know what? It's because, oh, you know what? There was a moment where I thought, I hate the way that person is using all of this these accents. Like, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Because I didn't realize they were in Baltimore. For some reason, that slipped my purview. Like, I didn't catch that for some reason. But they do the Baltimore accent justice. I ain't gonna lie to you. I first thought that they were just doing really bad accents. Like, there's this one girl, the actress Mikey Madison. She plays a character, and I thought, okay, this girl's supposed to be American. Why does she sound like she keeps going off into this Scottish accent? I was like, oh, clearly this girl's British or whatever. And I was like, clearly this girl's jealous. Excuse me. I was like, surely this girl's Scottish. And she said some word, and I was just like, where in the fuck are they at? And I looked it up. Boom, they're in Baltimore, and I missed it. I had to go back, and they did say it earlier on. I just missed it. This is what happens when you watch TV when you're working. But what Lil Farley said, I think you got a hater on IG who reported you for fun. That's possible. Yeah. Talking Turk said it might be the J word that often triggers infringements. What is it? What is the J word? Jolly, jackass, jerk, jack off, Japanese, Julia. I don't know, but anyway. Yeah. Other than me having that one moment where I was stupid and I didn't know what was going on, I had no complaints. So I think that y'all should check it out. Man, I just want to tell y'all so much about this show, but I'm going to hold it. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all come back to the Bantha Bunch. To the Bantha Bunch show, obviously, and check out. But also check it out on the Drunk Banthas podcast. We'll probably talk about it a little bit if everybody jumps on. If not, I'm definitely going to cover the whole series right here when it ends, which is going to be in 2 weeks. Okay. So the episode list says that they got 7 episodes. So yeah, we're going to cover that. Don't you trip. We'll do it here, or we'll do it on the podcast, Drunk Banthas podcast. Here we go. Here comes the episode. So it's 6 episodes. There's only 6 episodes. So the last episode is this week. Oh no, it has 7 episodes. And the last episode will be airing on August the 23rd. And I think the next episode comes out tomorrow. So yeah, man, if y'all really want to check that out, man, join me in this crazy ride of casting characters, man. It's been an interesting story. There's like 2, maybe there's at least 2 murder mysteries within one mystery. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read off some of the other cast members. Like I said, there's Moses Ingram, there's Natalie Portman, Mikey Madison, Noah Jupe, Brett Gelman. He's the crazy conspiracy theorist guy from Stranger Things. If y'all watch that show, David Cornsweat, Dylan Arnold, Josiah Cross, Wood Harris, Yylon Noel. Hold on, was he in Supercell? No, he looks like a dude that was in Supercell. No, so that's where I know him from. He is in Insecure. He's in Insecure. I don't watch Insecure, but I've seen this dude's face before. And my favorite guy in the show, my favorite character is Byron Bowers. He plays Slappy Dark Johnson. That is a dope ass name. Slappy Dark Johnson. Hey, my name's Slappy Dark. I'm from the South. My name's Slappy Dark. He plays one of the main characters. He plays Moses Ingram's husband, estranged, or however you want to look at it. He plays her husband. So he's one of my favorite characters. Let me see if I can pull him up so y'all can see him. I ain't never seen him in nothing before this, I don't think. And he did a really good job. So please go check out my man right here. I hope he's not even from America. I hope he's British. This is because, nope, he's born in Atlanta. Even better. I mean, I love that he's from Atlanta, but I was hoping that he was like such a fucking phenomenal actor that he sound like he just from somewhere in the South. But no, he is a real Southern nigga. So shout out to him. Go check him out. Byron Bowers. I'm talking like that for the radio people, for the audio people, you know. Talking Turd says maybe he is related to Snoop Dogg. I don't think so, Tim. Oh man, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, Byron, man. Yeah, go check him out. And yeah, go check out Lady in the Lake. We're gonna definitely cover it right here. Episode 7 is over. We're gonna do the finale. Right now, we're on episode 5. Tomorrow starts episode 6. Again, we're gonna talk about it right here. So go catch up on that, man. Go catch up on that. So what we gotta talk about next, man? What do we gotta talk about next? What do y'all want me to talk about? How y'all doing, man? Is it anything y'all want me to talk about? I might get to that too. If I have time, just let me know. Put it in the chat. I'm looking for the next little topic. Which one do I want to do next? Let's do this. Trump X Spaces. Oh man, did y'all check out the Trump's X Spaces today? I mean, earlier this week. It was on Tuesday, I think. Pretty fucking funny. For those who aren't aware, we have a general election taking place in America. For some of you Americans, you may not be aware, but definitely got a whole thing going on right now for y'all who don't know. Our guy Biden, he dropped out, and we got our guy Trump losing his mind. kind of mad that Kamala is the new nominee. Big mad. Don't know what to do. Kind of been flailing around, man. You know what I mean? Like, seem like he don't even know really what is what. He don't know what up is, and he don't know what down is. You know what I'm saying? This is his mouth. His mouth up in the corner right there is wild. But he's gotten a little unhinged. And now that there's a younger person, I think she's probably like 20 years younger than Trump. Now that there's a young person in the race and you don't have to look at Biden looking so old, people are starting to realize that Trump is a little bit older than they want their president to be as well. And it's like Talking Turd said. I don't even have to say stuff sometimes. People say I shouldn't talk to the chat. But look, this is why you do. Because Talking Turd said it better than I could. He said, this is gearing up to be the most comedic election there has ever been. Now, that is a good way to put it. But don't forget George W. Bush did run for president against Al Gore and John Kerry. And those were hilarious. The outcomes weren't hilarious, especially looking all these years, but all these years later, it does not feel like it was as funny. So hopefully this one will be funny and we'll get good outcomes at the end. In 20 years, it won't feel like it didn't matter, or it didn't matter so much. Fifth Bantha says, yeah, and Clinton ran against Bush, and that was funny too. Bush won. Was it really funny? It was all right. I mean, the SNL sketches and stuff were funnier than the actual candidates. I feel like the SNL sketches were way funnier, but only because the candidates were a little bit more serious. It feels like the ones that they do now are just them saying exactly what, in this case, what Trump said. You just say exactly what Trump said, and it's fucking hilarious. Well, you didn't do much work, did you? You don't have to do a lot of work for make him look crazy. But Talking Turd said Reagan had his moments. Well, Reagan had some moments. Reagan did have some moments, but he was also, he had Alzheimer's while he was while he was running the presidential office. So, I guess we're in the same situation we were in there. Then we're in the same situation now that we were in then, because we got a dude who is either losing it or has Alzheimer's or, just old. He's in office right now. So, anyway, I don't want to get into who you should vote for, none of that shit. I'm trying to get to the funny, because we have in the spaces, Penny, are you not going to participate? Damn. In the spaces, we had a little delay, about 40-minute delay. If you guys recall, we covered when Trump talked to the Black Journalists Association in Chicago. He talked to the big group of Black journalists, and they interviewed him, and it did not go well for him. It was lackluster, but it gave us a lot of content stuff to talk about. It was funny. So he complained about it taking 30 minutes for them to set up, right? Now, Elon does an interview with him, and it takes Elon 40 minutes to set up. Like 40 minutes later, after the start time, they start this interview. It's less of an interview as much as it was a conversation, and not as much of a conversation as it was Trump just telling Elon shit for about an hour. Or no, it was 2 hours. It lasted 2 hours. Like, put it in the comments. Do you think Do you think if we interviewed Trump that it would take 2 hours, or do you think it would take 4 hours? Do you think it would take more? Put it in the chat. How long do you think it would take us to interview Donald Trump? 4 hours, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 1 hour? But anyway, this one, he ended up going for 2 hours. And Nine Nerd Yard says, I randomly got on Twitter when it was starting and it was so boring. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was not boring only because of the nature of how their back and forth was. I mean, definitely it was boring if you're sitting there trying to get anything substantive out of it. I swear, like, it is just nothing, a big nothing burger. But there were some things, like there was one thing that came out of it that is significant enough to talk about here, at least. Trump had a little bit of a lisp when he was talking, man. And some people would say it was more than a lisp. Some people would say it was like suffering succotash. You know, some people would even go as far to say his dentures were having trouble staying in, because when he was doing the interview, they had him filming him, but he wasn't there with Elon, and he was looking down at his phone, talking into the phone. Yeah, I think they might be right. The gravity might have been pulling his teeth out a little bit. And I think we're going to play it and we'll let y'all decide on how bad the lisp is. Niner Yard says, I don't think Trump will be able to keep up with the Bantha bunch. I don't think so either. Fifth Bantha said, he also said he talked to Putin about Ukraine. So after he was out of office, he was out of office, so another crime involving a foreign leader. I don't think it's a crime for him to talk to Putin after he's out of office. This is a crime for him to share information. But you can have homies. You know what I'm saying? He's not under probation, so he can't like not talk to convicted felons or nothing. Like he just the ex-president, he just can't share shit with him. But he can talk to him. You can talk to him. Not something that's ethically cool, I guess, maybe morally, I don't know. But let's just listen to a little bit of this lisp that we're talking about. It's not exaggerated as I'm making it. So see if you hear it. If you don't hear it, you know, maybe I'm just being a bully.
And you see tonight, I mean, as we're doing this, I'm seeing reports coming that they expect an attack tonight or tomorrow from hundreds and maybe thousands of rockets.
I think it's a massive. I think we're in
Jesus Christ.
trouble.
This dude's just yelling into a microphone.
Administration, and that's my honest opinion.
Yes, Dave.
Well, I think hate him. You know, both sides. Yeah. That was a hard thing to do. Unification.
Yeah, no. I mean,
we cannot have a Democrat. We cannot have her. She's incompetent. She's as bad as Biden in a different.
Where's the slur?
People than you'd have it. You know, some of these.
Oh
matches.
Man. What he said about this right here it cracked me up. Hold on.
People, and it's an honor. We view that as an honor. And then you do want silencing of certain voices. I looked to the right, and the bullet came whizzing by, hitting my ear.
Yeah, I should have set that up. He's talking about being shot by the bullet on the assassination attempt that took place about a month ago.
Whizzing by, hitting my ear. So it was amazing. But when you think of the odds of that, and you know that normally you wouldn't use it. Normally I wouldn't have the thing, and then it would have been a very different story. It's very much, I say, an act of God. It's a miracle that it happened, and we had more people than you'd have at some of these matches or these games, and nobody left. You had a small group behind us in the grandstand, and that was full. And you look at it as it was taking place, and normally they'd be running. They didn't leave. They saw that I was hurt. They saw a lot of blood, and they saw that I went down.
So, in case you aren't understanding his gibberish and his mush mouth that he has there, he is basically saying that because he got shot was a miracle. Like he's I know you guys could say, oh, it's doctored or edited or whatever. He said that the getting shot was crazy, but then he mentioned that it was a miracle. Not that he didn't get killed, not that he got shot and not severely hurt. He's saying it was a miracle that it happened. It's a miracle that it happened. That's crazy. And there are no Freudian slips with Trump. He says what he wants to say. So Joe Biden is your grandfather who says things, but then forgets what he's saying halfway through, right? And then starts talking about some other shit, and then remembers that he wasn't talking about what he's talking about now previously, and then he stops talking about what he's talking about because he's like, oh shit, what was I talking about? Why am I talking about this? We call that cloudy-headed grandpa, right? A little cloudy head. But Trump is that granddaddy that has been like holding in shit and like basically just goes off. He's a good talker, but he just been saying shit crazy his whole life and holding in the real him at times. And he doesn't really give a shit. But now his Shiva getter is broken and he can't do no good, no filtering. So everything he says, everything he thinks rather, comes out of his mouth. No matter how hard he tries to not make it happen, he can't handle it. He no longer has the ability to not say the things he's not supposed to say. And you say, Bill, Trump been saying crazy shit the whole time he's ever existed in life. What are you talking about? This is nothing different. And I will say, you're wrong. Trump says crazy stuff because he knows it'll benefit him. He knows that if he says something crazy, you're going to talk about that one crazy thing all fucking week, all fucking year. And none of his voters care about that, and it ingratiates him even further with the voter. But when you're not actually making any sense, when you're just saying random shit, like it was a miracle that it happened. It's a miracle that an assassination attempt took place. And then you make it about how the people didn't run, like the people didn't leave. So that's like, that was a plus. The people didn't leave. And, you know, I just think it's crazy. And then y'all didn't hear it. I cut it off, but he goes on to talk about how it would have been, if with anybody else, they would have just left, but they stayed even after I left. So I'm like, dude, they probably wouldn't let anybody leave. You know, you never think about that they're not going to let nobody leave. Even if they were trying to leave, it's like, we got to get the president off the premises first. I mean, I know that the Secret Service fucked up that day, but I think that is at least one thing they could have been trying to do. I don't know, but I'm just a poor country boy from Alabama. So who knows? Oh, shit. I'm just a poor country boy from Alabama, and I got myself a doorbell. Hold on, y'all. I got a doorbell. I'm going to hit you and shit. I'm saying I got some. Is my face all crusty? Let me know in the chat. Oh, my bad. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's your best friend, Producer T, at the door. What's happening, sir? What's happening?
Being mad at Amazon and shit after I was like praising their good graces of always delivering my shit for like the last couple times I've been here. And this time I've only gotten like half my shit. They're not giving me a reason why they can't deliver the other half. They just canceled it and said it was undeliverable. But I'm like, and what really made me mad was that one order, like 2 items were ordered on the same day. One of them got here, no problem. The other one was just like, I don't know. I don't know what
Damn.
happened. So I'm just like, what is going on? And it's not telling me like what's wrong with my address or anything, but I'm like, I don't know. Don't know.
Damn, man, that sucks. Yeah, Amazon don't always work even in the United States. So hopefully what you needed isn't like toilet paper. Hopefully you didn't order toilet paper and it get canceled. Hopefully.
No, I can go. That's downstairs. Like we
Yeah,
have a little store, but I needed an extra fan. Like I got 2 fans right now, but I could really use that third one.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about. You know what? People say this kind of shit all the time. But how's the weather down there? You was telling us
it's hot and miserable. Well, like put together the humidity of Houston and then add in the concrete jungle effect of New York City, and that's Tokyo.
Man, damn.
But I'm in the mountains right now, and it's still just humid as shit. Like over 80% every day humidity. There's no breeze either. I think that's the worst part, was that it's not breezy at all. Considering we keep getting like storms every night.
Yeah.
It's not like wind during the day or anything. It's just stagnant.
Damn, that's odd. You'd think it'd be wind in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wind in the Appalachian Mountains. Shit, you think there'd be some wind up there? 900 Yard says live from Japan. It's producer T. And Fifth Bantha says, damn, T, that sucks. We were just talking about a little bit about Donald Trump and his list, his demeanor lately, and how he sounds kind of like an older grandfather who's just kind of crazy. Like Biden's that granddaddy who is like forgets what he was talking about while he was talking to you. Then he changed the subject in the middle of that sentence. Then he started talking about something else. But then he remembered he was talking about something else. Then he tried to act like he wasn't forgetting that he was talking about that. Then he just started a whole nother conversation, but also related back to what I was talking about. And you'd be like, man, this nigga don't know. But this nigga don't know what he's talking about. It's an hour later. We don't know what's going on. But Trump is a different kind of granddaddy. He the granddaddy that can't stop saying the shit that he think. He just, everything that he think, he just say it. And then he start thinking about something else. He just starts saying that too. And he just starts saying shit. It's amazing, actually. And
I watched a little bit of that interview with Elon Musk. I was watching it with another streamer on Kick because he was like streaming it, and I was talking with him on it. And it's just, he just rambles and just says the craziest things that just aren't happening. And he only has like 5 phrases. Like, I don't know why people haven't gotten just aware. Like he always somehow, like, nobody wants to question how he's always the first person to say something. I was the first one to ask this question. Like,
he was the first one. He was the first one. Come on, man. You know he does that
all the time. He's the first one to ask the question. Nobody's ever asked that question before. It's the greatest thing that they ever built. It's a good thing.
Not
like he just
not as
the
great.
AI.
Not as
I
great.
love the AI.
What's the AI?
The AI. You don't know what Elon Musk is working with? Like, he's working on the AI, and it's going to be great. It's fantastic. I've seen it.
Oh, oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, like, how can you be like, this is my dude right here?
Somebody, hey, we're here to accept all comers. Let us know.
We're not gonna like yell at you.
If you can explain it to us,
we just want an explanation.
Take a shot at it. Like, I needed an explanation what black jobs were. I just wasn't willing to call chaos theory and ask them what they were specifically.
Chaotic truth, like,
yeah, man, chaotic truth.
Sometimes I do want him back on the damn show. Just because I have so many questions.
Yeah, I might have to do a Kick episode with it.
We're gonna go to Kick. We're gonna start a new channel. We're gonna go to Kick. We got some questions, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, know what? I might have to do a politics show on a different channel as to where we don't mess up. So y'all, we're a big board, and we don't want to mess that with, everybody don't agree with having certain types of people on our show.
Certain views on the show. So
well, it's not certain views. It's like promote certain views. We don't
promote certain views.
Promote certain views on the show, which I understand and I'm cool with that. But we definitely got to find a way to get him on the show somehow, some way, somehow, at least just to talk about this political climate that we're in. We're experiencing something that we've never seen before. A mixed biracial woman becoming president of the United States is about to happen. I mean, or it's possible. It's more possible than it has ever been in the history of the world. Okay, it is more possible now than it's ever been. And it's interesting to me. I'm curious as to what someone like him will be saying about Kamala Harris being biracial, one, being that her father's West Indian, two, and being that she didn't know her father or didn't grow up with her father, I should say. But she was able to go to college. She was able to get a job. She was basically the police. She was, a politician, a senator, and now the vice president. And I'm interested in what he would say. He'd probably find some way to talk shit about her. But I'm interested in how do you, you know what I mean? Or in that mindset from the point of view that he comes from and that others like him come from. How could you see something bad in Kamala if as a conservative black person? Because I think that's when you should be like, yeah, I fuck with her because you know what? She put niggas in jail. And also she got a job. And she dating a white man. She's married to a white man. So I'm like this. How does a person like CT feel about something like this? And I'm destined to find out. I'm destined to find out the truth. That's a fact. So Lil Frothy said, I forgot the first one that she said. Where is it? Well, she said, sounds like dentures. Talking about Trump's his lift might have sounded like dentures. Some people tried to blame it on a bad microphone or a very cheap lavalier microphone that then caused it to over exaggerate what was already happening. I doubt it. As an audio engineer, I doubt that's what the case was. Fifth Bantha says he's playing the evangelical bass, playing to the evangelical bass. Because he said it was a miracle that it happened. That he said it was a miracle that he got shot. Not a miracle that he didn't get shot, that he didn't get killed. He said it was a miracle that it happened, and that's all I can say. But I don't know if he doesn't know how to speak well or if he just says exactly what he's thinking. You know what I'm saying?
He says exactly what he's thinking. But the problem is, if he's playing to the evangelical base, I just don't understand how these evangelicals can fall for it. It's just everything you stand for, he doesn't. And he shows it to you in your face. He just says, yeah, I'm one of you. And then smokes a crack rock right in front of you. It's I've been in AA this whole time. I fucking love AA. You're just fucking doing rails the whole time you're at the AA meeting. Talk about, we got to get all these drugs. And it's one of those really how are you falling for this
one of
shit?
Those really expensive rehabs where you're in a chalet somewhere in the mountains and everybody's trying to get clean, and you're up there just on vacation, snorting up cocaine and fucking banging fucking oxys and shit. It's yo, dog.
But at the same time, the AA facility is giving you rehab patient of the year,
right? And
you made the most success, and it's just no, he hasn't. Look what he's doing. Why do you keep giving him rewards? I don't know. I don't get
Love
it.
him,
Like,
man.
if they were to just say, "Well, I hate the people he hates, and
Lil
I don't
Frosty.
care."
Excuse me, I missed the mute button, y'all. Lil Frothy said he needs to keep God out of this. Talking Turd says TT. See, I can't say CT and TT too many times because people get confused. But TT says there are quite a few that see Trump as a messiah. That is true. Morgan says, wait, I do that too. What were you talking about, Morgan? Refresh me. That was terrible thing. That was terrible timing in the chat. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm not paying attention. Talking Turd says Trump is like the senile uncle in the old folks' home you only see at Christmas and are warned not to make eye contact or conversation with. I like that. That's a good explanation of how that nigga really works. It's like, don't talk to Uncle Trump. Don't talk to Uncle Donald. Why, mama? Why don't you want me to talk to Uncle Donald? Like, shut up, boy.
Does somebody say my name? Who over there? Yeah, it's just like, I get that. That is the relative. Just don't talk to him.
Just don't talk to him. Hey, didn't I say don't talk? Didn't I? Now, hey, did someone want to talk to me? Hello.
Right? Yeah, just.
Yeah, man. If I had Donald Trump, oh man. Actually, if I had Donald Trump as an uncle, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, yo, let me get some money. Come on, man.
All the fuck, like, if I felt like, yeah, if one of, like, his brother or sister, like, had, you know, interracial relationships, and I came about as the half blackie kid, yeah, there might been some times hard enough to where I'd been like, oh yeah, I would have been soft shoeing for boss man right there. You know,
right?
Bills don't care how they get paid or where that money comes from.
You're right. As a bill, I will tell you right now, don't give a fuck how I get paid or where it comes from. I just need the bread.
I kind of need the bread. We're still I can say I'm still in a position to where I can pick and choose who I do business with, and it's not affecting me. But, you know, it's getting real hard out there, and it just seems to be getting harder. So, you know, I can't knock somebody for getting their money.
I got a question for you then, since we just kind of slipped up on that. We just talked about if he was your uncle, but let's just say Donald Trump is your father. You know what I'm saying? Now, Donald Trump is your father, and you don't hate him because he's your father. You know what I'm saying? You got genuine love for him, but also, you know, everything that you already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know this motherfucker ain't right. Like, you know he's fucked up as a person. You also know that he's not really all there. You know what I'm saying? You know you know his capabilities as a politician and as a someone who is actually going to be a what do you call it? A policymaker, and you don't agree with none of it. But that's your daddy though. That's your father. Would you keep quiet, just stay off the radar? You know what I'm saying? Would you be like that that oldest Osborne daughter who fucking like never was on the show and don't ever have nothing to do with nothing, never in the public? Or would you just be,
you know, I'd pull a Tiffany because we have an example. We have a whole ass example of a family member that's
just
like
be
that.
off the side, not being nowhere.
Yeah. Yup. You'd see me maybe at like the presidential when he got the nom, like she was there, but any other time, I don't remember ever seeing her anywhere else except for the night he like won.
She was at the Republican convention. She was at
the convention.
She was at the night that he won, and she was at the inauguration.
Right. And anything else, she ain't there. You don't hear nothing about her. You don't hear her doing no dirty deals like the rest of them. Nope. Nothing. So I'd be pulling a Tiffany.
Tiffany is not bad looking either. You know what? I think she looks better than what's her name, Ivanka.
Ivanka, me too. Personally, me and another friend were like, we're part of the Tiffany Club. Screw Ivanka.
Yeah, we
all about Tiff.
We pro Tiff over here, dog. We pro Tiff.
Yeah, pro Tiff.
You know what? I don't even think Tiffany hair blonde. I think her hair dark. That's why they don't like her.
Yeah, she don't
like her. Now I figured it out. Trump don't think that's his kid. He's like, your hair's blonde, my hair is blonde. Why do we have a baby with brown hair?
She's right? We're fucking the whole ass Targaryen looking shit. Or I guess no, Robert Strong. Yeah. Got a Robert Strong ass baby.
I think that's what happened, man.
Strong. That's a Strong. Ain't no Trump. That's a Strong right there with that dark hair.
Did it happen, man? Can't fuck with Tiffany because that ain't my kid, man. I just pay the bills because I signed an NDA. Man, we might have really just
actually I want to talk about that. Like, yeah, the only position, and then the Israeli position, that's only against like super liberals who are mad at that position. Like, not a single Republican should be mad that she wants to support Israel. That's like their whole thing.
Fifth Bantha said, I don't see any arguments against her except her position on Israel. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything for them to seize on. Well, technically, she don't have an official position on Israel other than what we're already doing, because you got to remember she's in a rock and a hard place. Biden is still the president of the United States. It's not like she can just undermine him because she still is the vice president. So there's a lot that goes in. There's a lot that's compacted into that situation. So there's only so much wiggle room that she has. But if you want to look at her actions and not her words, as we try to do with most politicians, regardless of what they're telling us, we try to look and see what they're doing. When Benjamin Netanyahu was in the United States telling us what to do, telling Congress what to do, by the way, you should be incensed as an American if a fucking world leader comes to this country and tells you how you should feel and chastise you. Even if you don't agree with the people that they're chastising, you should feel like, yo, tell that motherfucker to go fuck himself. You don't tell us what to do in our country because we're not telling you what to do. So yeah, fuck that dude. But you also,
I don't even care if you're right. You don't tell me what to do.
I don't care if you right, son. You don't get to come over here. You can do it from over there. You can do it over there, and I'm still gonna be mad.
You ain't about to come in. You ain't about to come in the building my tax dollars paid for. I own that Congress. You ain't about to go up in there.
And when you go home, you go into a building, my taxes is paid for, son. So when you go to Israel, son, we pay for that. Regardless of how you feel about anything, don't come over here tell me what to do.
The only thing you should be saying is thank you. Every time you come over, you need to be saying thank you.
That's really you. That's the purpose of that's the reason that the leader of Israel comes and visits the United States. Like, that's been the purpose of it. That's how it originated. It's basically like a thank you, a show of good faith. It's hey, you know, we here, we appreciate y'all, and, you know, never forget. But they've made it. Benjamin Netanyahu, his last 3-4 times over here, has just been telling us what we do wrong and what we ain't did. That's why he ain't like Obama. But anyway, you'd be happy to know, if you are on the fence about Kamala, at least in this situation, is that Kamala didn't go to that meeting. She didn't meet with him when Biden met. She didn't go to the congressional thing. She met with the Jewish protesters who are protesting the genocide of Gaza. So if you really want to see where the tea leaves are going, if you really want to see where she sits on this issue, it really is on a ceasefire. It really is on a let's not give them more money to kill more babies. It really is on a situation where I think she wants to do less, or at least hold Israel a little bit more accountable, and less do more. Because you got to remember, man, Biden really is on standing on businesses because Biden is racist. Now, I keep saying that, and I keep telling people like, "Yo, I voted for Biden. I get that, but that's just because I knew he was gonna do what I wanted him to do." But and Trump was in Trump. Yeah, people like, well, why didn't you vote for Trump? Trump was racist, but Trump wasn't gonna do what I wanted him to do. He was gonna do something else. And Biden, regardless of what you think of him, he's just a placeholder. Like, he's a placeholder for the party. He was never supposed to even keep doing, like, it wasn't even him wanting to stay in office as much as it was people who work for him wanting him to stay in office so they can stay in office. Like, they lose their jobs when he come out. So it's just niggas trying to never lose, just to hold a grip on power.
But, hey, look at not Nancy Pelosi. What's that other old bitch that finally died? What was her name?
Did she die or did she just retire?
No, I think she finally fucking just died.
Damn.
She's from California, right?
Yeah, she's my district. I vote for her.
That's your old bitch right there. The one.
Why can't I say her name? She used to be the mayor of San Francisco. I want to say
Feinstein, Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah. That's
that. Her. Yeah, just like that's another example of somebody they kept propping her up, and she needed to have been retired like 20 years ago.
I wouldn't say 20, but damn, for sure,
I get 20.
Well, no, because she did a lot of things here in the last like 7 years, 8 years. Like, I would say.
Were they new things, or was she just like going along with the rest of the Democrats? Like,
no, new things. And she did like, she had like congressional moments where they do the count. What is it called? The when you meet with Congress and all those things. Like, she participated in stuff
but
that.
Is it? Yeah, but any other Democrat could have done that. That would have been much younger.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, she wasn't incapable. I don't believe in this ageist bullshit where you gotta leave because you old. If you can't do
I'm sorry. I do. I'm not.
Do it, then you can't do it. But if you are capable of doing your job, then there's no reason for you to leave unless somebody votes you out. Because it's not like she had a appointed position that she could, like, you vote for her on a ballot every year. So if it was a situation where you're appointed and it like for instance, I don't think you should have a lifetime appointment like the Supreme Court. I don't know whoever came up with that. It was that person was a crooked ass bastard and planned on being on the Supreme Court. Whoever came up with that, you can guarantee they ended up on the Supreme Court, because there's no reason for a person to have a job for life. So I don't agree with that, but it's like there should be like a test or something that they should have to take that makes you aware that, like, okay, they're capable of running, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are of sound mind is what I should say.
Okay, well, here's my argument against that without bringing still bringing age into it, but not your competency, is that the fact that you have nothing in common with people younger than you that are going to be 20 years. You are so far removed from these generations. You don't know what these people want. What is a boomer really going to tell a millennial? And now that we're on Gen Z, Gen Alpha about to start voting pretty soon. Or can they vote? Yeah, can Gen Alpha vote now?
Yeah, well, no.
Because Gen Zs, they're like they're almost aged out of high school, right?
Gen Zs can vote. Gen Zs who are going to be able to vote this year, for sure.
No, well, Gen Z's right below millennial, so I'm thinking Gen Alpha is almost,
but not yet.
Pause.
Yeah, Gen Alpha, I'm pretty positive can't vote yet. Gen Zers,
they have 4 more years.
Yeah, this is going to be the last of the Gen Zers who will be able to vote. They're all going to be a voting age of this voting period or of the next voting period, and that'll be the cutoff for them as far as voting goes. And they'll all be voting if they want to.
So next election, next presidential election, Gen Alpha will be able to vote. Right. What does a fucking boomer or a Gen Xer have in common with them?
That's
why are they being represented? That makes
this is the thing. No politician.
That's how I go for age cutoff right there.
There's going to be no politician there could be a politician who's 30 years old, who, if they're going to be president of the United States, none of them are going to really have anything that you can relate to, because they're going to have or be able to relate to you, rather, because they got so much fucking money. Anybody that young that gets there that quick, they have no sense of what it is to be a regular human being, because they are fucking sitting there at a position.
Well, that's just certain people. I mean, because AOC would defeat that argument for you.
No, she wouldn't, because this is the thing.
How is she rich?
Because she's not old enough, one, to be president. So that's that one thing. But I'm talking about, like,
but we weren't talking about presidents. We were just talking about politicians at that
point. Well, let's just talk about politicians, because
like, I get what you're saying. You're like, yeah, there's the money factor of classism gets into it, but we have a lot of grassroots people that can come in and out. So I don't.
Yes.
While that is a factor, it's not a heavy factor, as I'm saying, as just being grossly out of touch with.
Let's use AOC, for instance. This is a great conversation. AOC got elected not because of young people. She didn't get elected because of young people. She got elected because of her district, and her district voted her in because they relate to her. Now, what AOC found out, become a very popular politician has its positives, but it has way more negatives. And her first 3 years in office, she stumbled, she fumbled, she bumped heads with people. She wasn't able to do a lot of things that she wanted to get done because she had not established herself. She had no idea what she didn't know anything. And she'll say all this stuff. These are things that are halfway based off of me knowing what I saw, and also half of what she's already testified to. But you need to have an understanding of how to govern to be able to have that gap, because you're not just going to be governing the people who are coming in the next 20 years. You're governing the people who are here. You're governing the people who are
above you. But that's what I'm saying. That's why we got to go for the middle. Like, I wouldn't want some like 20-year-old to 30 person like governing this shit, just like I don't want anybody over 70.
But that's what I'm saying. That's AOC. That's why we're using her as an example.
So I would say, in her defense, I would say the system that she's in, our political system, makes it to where you need to be one of these old fogies who follows the rules. And she was, I hate this word, but she was a disruptor.
What is old? See, that's the thing. What is old?
Over 60 to me.
Kamala is 60, so she can't run for president now.
Honestly, if I had a choice, if you're saying, Terry, it's up to you. Do you want this? No, yeah, I would say she is too old. You're right. She hits the list.
I know people who are.
I don't care if you know them or not. You can't predict whether their mind is going to be stable today or not stable tomorrow. And with aging, that is what happens.
I can't tell you that a person who is in their 30s is going to be stable today or stable tomorrow. That is.
But what are the chances? Let's look at the chances and roll.
The chances are very good. We got serial killers in their 30s. We got motherfuckers who do all kind of shit.
Cool. But I'm saying somebody to have Alzheimer's and things that affect them, it's going to happen more.
There's actually less people there's less old people with Alzheimer's. Like, anything that you would try to say that way would be so anecdotal. It's like it is also, like I said, my mom is 60 something. She runs budgets of billions of dollars. That ain't there's nothing different than what she does on a day-to-day mental capacity wise than any president or any politician deals with.
She could be an air traffic controller.
Yeah, if she had the skills to.
No, she can't, because they retire you at that age. There's a forced retirement. So the answer is no.
But if
that's what I want. I want forced retirement. I don't care if you can prove that you can do anything.
I don't want you. Because what age do you have to be an air traffic controller? Because you've probably been doing that job for 34 years if you're fucking 64.
You have to start at a certain age and they age you out. If you're
that's
older,
what I'm saying.
I've
so already been doing the job for 25 to 30 years. That's exactly
once you're over 35, you can't apply for that job anymore.
There you go. That's what I'm telling you. They start you young and they kick you out. Like you've done the job for 35 years. They do that everywhere.
And what's wrong? And what is wrong with that being? Years? And what is wrong with that for politicians? Why can't we do that?
35-year term limit. I'm good with that because that's a 30-year term limit. I'm good with that. But you're talking about
as long as you get kicked out at the right age.
30-year term limit. I'm good with that.
Cool
is
with
what
me.
You're basically
that's
saying.
Fine.
But
and you don't have to get a 30-year term limit. We could just say you could get 15. You could do 15.
No, I don't agree with it because I know that people. I don't agree with it because I just know that people aren't in a level mature, found themselves age, even in their 40s. As a matter of fact, midlife crisis is a real thing, and like I feel like it's a good thing to have the age up where they have it as far as being able to become president, for instance. Now, I'm moving into just the president when I'm talking about right now, since that's what we're really talking about when we're talking about Trump and Kamala. And you're saying 20 years, Trump got 20 years on Kamala. So it's like
exactly. He should not be running.
I'm pointing out that everybody said that Biden shouldn't run because he's old. And this bitch Trump is only 3-4 years younger than Biden. And Kamala 20 years younger than this nigga. So let's just go ahead and everybody who was saying that he was too old, I believe
they should have no problem.
Exactly.
They should have no problem with Kamala.
I agreed with you when you said he was too old. I was like, the nigga too old. Let's get him off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel like he should stay, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm talking about Trump. If you feel like Trump should stay, I think he should get out of the office right now. I think Trump should just bow out and he should be like, you know, I've got so many things to do. I've got so much going on. I'm just going to retire and go to my locker room.
You would think he'd be mad enough just to be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I quit. I don't have to do any of this anymore. I'm going to keep stealing all your money because I'm going to be coming up with all kinds of schemes and shit for you to buy. And
this is another thing. Nine said, if younger people get out and vote, then it will lean more liberal. That's why Republicans were talking about raising the voting age. And also,
they do not want these Gen Alphas voting, boy.
Republicans get mad when more people go to college. They don't like when their districts get higher educated because less people register as Republicans when they get college educated or higher. I mean, high school education or higher. And also, though, to your point, Nan, just to touch on the younger vote. Young niggas don't vote. Like, who cares? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? If I will start caring about ageism in politics when young people start giving a fuck about politics. You can't have a young person in office because you ain't got no young people voting. And that's just a fact. And people be like, well, the black people don't. Nobody votes, bitch. Don't nobody vote. Nobody in this country votes. Go look at how many people voted last general election, and then get back at me what the population is, and you will see it's not even a quarter of the fucking country that gets up and votes. That's just real. And you know, if there's going to be any situation where there was a paradigm shift in the age of politicians, it's got to take place with the vote. Now, for instance, Obama got into office, right, with a bigger youth vote, one of the bigger spikes that we've ever seen in the youth vote. And what did we get from that? We got younger politicians. We got your Cory Bookers. We got your AOCs. But we also got your
Tyler.
Back then, back then, your Ted Cruz's and the other people like that, your Matt Gateses. I'm just saying, but it got you younger. But younger votes breed younger politicians. To your point. Now, what has happened? What has happened is less younger people vote. These older politicians stay, and because we haven't had any enthusiasm for politics since Obama left office, then it just goes to show you that it ain't cool, quote unquote, for the listening audience. It ain't cool to be in politics, to be interested in politics. And until TikTok makes it cool again, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be a situation where we
rock the vote.
Yeah, we gotta rock the vote.
Vote or die.
Y'all don't remember that? You gotta be a certain age. That shit right there.
I mean, did it work? I kind of remember. I think I wasn't old enough to vote yet when Rock the Vote came out, and I feel like it made me kind of want to vote a little bit.
It did
at
not.
The time of being like 15, 16 and seeing, because it was like during spring break and shit too. So I was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to vote and go to Cancun and drink beers.
Spring break, summertime, they had Puff Daddy coming up to TRL and shit. Yeah, I was in like high school at the time, I think. And I was just like, damn, I wish I could vote. This is that election year right here.
Okay, so yeah, it did work. Yeah, it did work. I was like, I felt like it did kind of work. I just wasn't old enough to vote.
The thing is, people who can vote. So it worked on people like me and you, but it wasn't going to take effect till like 4 years later, Obama. But see,
I didn't vote for Obama.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it took effect, but it grabbed the wrong generation of people, because what politicians don't realize is, like, if I'm in college age, if I just graduated from high school, I'm not watching MTV no more. I'm out here trying to live MTV. Like, I didn't watch MTV my whole high school life, middle school. Like, now it's time to go out and get my dick hard and get it touched afterwards.
It's time to go out into the real world.
Exactly. It's when people stop acting phony and start acting real. I'm trying to get a different type of road rules. Okay, I have all kinds of plans. So yeah, I think that's where they missed the boat on reaching out to the young voters. You gotta have, they had the right idea. Get the people who young people listen to talk about it. But if you don't have a speaker or something going out to them directly, something hitting them main in the vein, then you ain't gonna really have much going for you. What is the comments doing right here? I'm just gonna
comments are doing a lot. Comments are doing a lot. That's the one right there.
Hold
that's a starred one.
Hold on. Here we go.
That's a true American right there. That's a patriot.
Okay. 9. I'm gonna just start here. I don't even know where else to start. 9 says they should have age/term limits for the Supreme Court. Absolute 100,000 fucking %.
That has my vote.
That has my vote for real. Fifth Bantha says we can't have any more old people being propped up in the corner like Feinstein either. I agree, but what you're speaking to is not really the politician, and you're speaking more to the politician, the people around the politician. Because in Biden and Feinstein's case,
they didn't want to quit them jobs. They was weekend at burying somebody while she was still alive. And I bet if they could have faked it, if they didn't let her know that she was dead, they probably would have kept going with it.
If they could have
weekend at Feinstein.
She quit before she died. Because one of her staffers kept leaking information, and then they forced her out. But rest in peace to her if she passed away. I ain't even noticed she passed away. But
somebody got beat with them soaps in a sock in that campaign. in her political, like for real, like
Well,
office. You messing up. You keep leaking stuff, messing up my cushy job where I just gotta like feed grandma a banana every like couple hours. That's the only thing I do. I'm pulling down 6 figures, and you trying to leak what we doing? Oh, we about to all get together and beat you with a sock.
Messing up all my federal benefits, bitch.
Boom, beat you up. Sack of Valencia oranges ain't gonna leave no bruises on you. But
bitch, I got 3 more years till I'm vested, bitch. I gotta get all these benefits. What's wrong with you?
Shut up.
Oh man. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about some kind of
the Ventures of Baron von Trump. Some weird. It came out in like the 1900s. Was this book, and it almost kind of predicts like stuff Trump's been doing. And I just feel like Trump's just reading that damn book.
That's crazy because son's name is Baron.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, somebody put it in the chat, man. I gotta look this book up. Well, later, not now. I mean, you can send it down if y'all want to, but I'm gonna have to read that book. Logan's in the run. No one lives past 30, and the president. Who's Logan's? Who's Logan's?
Logan's Run. That's the name of the movie.
Oh, no one lives past 30, and the president is a robot.
Yeah, well, like the name of the movie is Logan's Run.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That would be what do you call fucked up, right? Like that's some Empire type shit, or no, what's it called? Foundation. That's some Foundation shit right there. Nine knows about that shit. That shit is crazy. What is it? If I recall correctly, Obama has record numbers of young first-time voters. Yes, exactly. He has the biggest numbers of younger voters ever. Film Age Studios says, I only vote for the drunkies. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's where your vote matters immediately. Your vote matters when you vote for president. It's just that you really won't see how fucking stupid your decision was or how good your decision was until like 20 years later. Like you won't know how good or bad a president really was until you get like 10, 20 years away from their presidency. Like right this very second, people who fought vehemently against Obamacare are just trying to figure out ways to keep it and make it better. Like that's so like, you know, it's just crazy how things work over the years. You know what I'm saying? Morgan said, Fifth Bantha said, the drunkies are all that really matters. Let's see here what Nine said. When Taylor Swift said to go to register, she had all her young fans signing up. And so Republicans started talking shit about her. Yeah, they did. Logan's Run is one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made. Let me look this shit up. I'll have to look up Logan's Run on y'all asses now.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of up there in the genre when Soylent Green came out.
Okay. I see what's going on here. 1976. Got a 58% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it is got a 67% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what that means?
Does it hold up?
That's right. It fits. It makes it on the cut. Does it hold up? That's right.
Well, then I think probably Talking Turd might want to be on this one then.
He might. I mean, I have to talk to Alex about it. We have so many. It'd be one of those that gets done in December or January when everything's already pre-recorded and coming out because it's the holidays and we don't feel like doing nothing. That'd probably be one of them moments. Got so much Does It Hold Up episodes in the so many Does It Hold Up episodes in the can right now. It is crazy. But he says for sure, he's ready to come on. Yeah, we'll holler at you, dude, because we'll get it in on that one. I have never seen it though, so I'm interested. Oh, it's on Prime and Apple TV. Let's see. No, it's pay for Prime. But yeah, y'all go out there and vote. I don't give a fuck who you vote for, but make sure you vote because you got to do something. Shit. Dylan Smith says, "Have we burnt the Acolyte yet? Have we burnt it? Yeah, we burnt it. We burnt it all the way up. We flamed that bitch all the way up, man. We said it was not good.
I burnt it so hard that I didn't even watch it. Zero plans.
Yeah, he burnt it so good.
I put my money on I'm not gonna watch this.
Yeah, Terry didn't take it out the oven. Okay, that bitch is still cooking. He burnt it up so bad. What up though, Dylan? How's it going? What would be funny is if he didn't mean to type, or she didn't mean to say burnt. And it was like supposed to be some other word. My fucking my fingers are so fat, my thumbs are so fat, I type the wrong thing.
My keyboard on my phone just hates the shit out of me, and it auto corrects correctly spelled words and just replaces all the time with dumb shit.
I definitely do it on my own. I can't even blame autocorrect sometimes. I can't even blame them. Good call, man. Yeah.
Was not gonna watch it. Let me know when the Mandalorian comes back on with Baby Yoda.
Oh, speaking of that, did you see the trailer for Mandalorian movie that's coming out?
No, I'd be interested in that.
It is pretty interesting. I ain't gonna lie. I saw D23 came out with their trailers for everything, and I just caught a little trailer that came out from that. Yeah. Dylan said, "Oh, I meant burnt." It's like, don't you get it twisted now. Flame on. Trying to burn this bitch up. I don't have a burnt I need a flame button. I need a burn, you know what I'm saying?
These nuts. Got him.
That's what I got for that. Let's see. Yeah, he said Mando movie and Skeleton Crew trailers drop. Yeah. I didn't see Skeleton Crew. What's that? I don't know what that is. I am excited about I saw Incredibles 3 doing another movie. And I wasn't not excited because I'm going to go see it, but I was excited like, damn, I saw that movie in high school, cuz. I saw that movie in high school. Like, I remember buying it on DVD after it came out on the movies and watching it just to get high and drink in my living room upstairs at the crib and just watch cartoons late at night. And they still making that movie?
Bro, they're talking about Toy Story, 5 now?
Yeah. But I just didn't think Incredibles was that big of a like Toy Story. Boom, that's a mega, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge movie. That came out when I was a kid. So I feel what you're saying. Like, that came out when we was children. Like, literally.
Toy Story came out when it was age appropriate for me.
Toy Story came out when I was still playing with toys, y'all.
Literally, we've aged up with Andy because, we are all Andy's age right now. Like, they aged Andy up, right?
Yeah, we definitely Andy's age for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I guess I'm just excited for what they gonna do with it. Like, what in the hell could you do with this movie? Like, I saw the second one. And the second one came out years and years and years later. I feel like there's probably just as much space between the first one and the second one as there has been between the second one and the third one now that's gonna come out. Like, it's not like they came out like this. The Toy Story movies just kept coming. You know, they know that these kids is gonna make these movies. I mean, watch these movies. But it goes back to what we was talking about early in the business side of the things. Like Disney said that they're gonna ratchet up sequels, and from the Pixar sequels, I think we're gonna get a Monsters movie. And yeah, we getting the Incredibles. We might be getting an Ice Age. Do you think we're gonna get an Ice Age?
I could see an Ice Age happening.
Is there another movie that you like from Pixar that you think?
I always wanted them to give me another Up. I wanted to see that old man and that kid and that dog have another fucking adventure somewhere.
I only seen half of Up. It was the end, like the second half.
Oh, man. That first 10 minutes Up, if that don't have you crying, you're like a robot that wasn't programmed with any feelings at all.
It's not gonna have me crying because last movie I cried in was Fox and the Hound. But
no, I'm telling you, Up.
But if I saw Fox and the Hound right now, I'd probably cry.
The first 10 minutes of Up, you're gonna be like, oh wait, there's something in my eye. Don't look.
I lied. Last movie that I cried in, because I've only cried in 2 movies in my life, and the last movie I cried in was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Hit me, got me, he got me, cut me deep. Not gonna lie, that scene where you seen it before, right? Oh man, it's got this one scene where the husband and wife are having this conversation in a different universe, like a different multiverse, and that shit just broke me down. God damn. Talking Turd said, I would love to see a Pixar Star Wars Toy Story using Star Wars toys and maybe G.I. Joe. I'm assuming what that's
what we had that. We've had that, and they need to make another one because that was called Toy Soldiers, and it's one of the greatest movies. And I, for one, definitely think that shit still holds up. So I watched it like 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, this shit's still
okay. Good. I don't know, man. You think that one holds up? That's crazy. I think that's on the list. Toy
Soldiers. Oh yeah, definitely Toy Soldiers holds up.
What's this talking about? Beau DeMayo here. Film H says Beau DeMayo just dropped why he was dropped from
X. He finally
bullshit.
What?
Hold on.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Stop everything.
Hold on. Film Age, send in your goofy ass Instagram message right now. Hold on, Film Age. I'm sending it to you right now because I need this information. I got to do some Google. What in the world? Did they kick me off of Instagram? Okay, it just wouldn't let me get on it. What is this? What is this? Yo, the internet is crazy. I'm just trying to get to this one thing.
Shit, I need to get on our Twitter account. Because he told me, it was like, hey, tweet me, tag this picture, and we can set up an interview. And I was like, okay.
Who? Chris?
Beau DeMayo.
Oh, what? Here, let me send you the shit. What are you talking about? It's like the same. Hold on. I'm gonna like stop the show real quick. let me get through that right now. Cause I started the Twitter page.
Indian in the Cupboard. That's a good one. That's a throwback classic. I respect that one. That was a good movie. I remember the movie came with like a case and a key, and it came with like a little figure, and I was so pissed off that it didn't actually work. I think I was like 8 or 9 when that shit happened, and my aunt had a copy of it, and she was like, "Let me play with it." And it came with like the little cowboy and Indian figure, and you would lock them in the VHS cassette when they had those big ass clam cassettes, and what them niggas never came to life. So I was real disappointed.
Okay, I'm trying to pull up this.
I am surprised they don't pull off another Indian in the Cupboard like remake right now. Maybe I should stop talking about it and just do it. Every time I think of something like that, I always got to tell myself, shut the fuck up and just do it. It's like you know the right people to get it done.
Okay, let's. Yeah. I'm about to try to share my screen here.
Ooh, would you watch an Indian in the Cupboard anime?
Me? I'd watch an Indian in the Cupboard anime. Yeah. I mean, I'd watch Indian in the Cupboard remake for sure, because I feel like they just weren't able to. The technology just wasn't there to do what they wanted to do and make it like as good as they wanted to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, could have been a way better movie by no fault of its own, really. All right, so just a little thirst trap warning for y'all out there.
That
boy crazy, boy. This boy love him some him. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Beau, you love you some you, boy, and I ain't mad at it, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Old football player looking ass nigga.
I just like the fact that we are the same height-ish. I like all the short kings starting to dominate that anime industry, just the TV industry, the movie industry.
Yes.
And we're gonna tell you we're under 5'7".
Short kings. Shout out to the short kings out there. I just love seeing short kings with fucking confidence, man. You know, there'd be so many short niggas out here with no confidence. I'd be like, dog, who cares? Nobody. It's like most people are short. Like, don't nobody care that you're short, dog. It's okay. But look, okay, I'm gonna try to read some of this. And I sent Film Age a notification. I mean, an invite. He might not come on though. Firstly, I'm so grateful to have worked on the X-Men 97, collaborating with some amazingly talented folks. Creating this revival was a dream come true, and the support fans have shown is so touching. However, I felt it pressing for me to speak up in the wake of leaving the show. Let's see here. A download says above is X-Men fan art. I posted. Wait, where's the part where he talks about leaving?
Look there, he's saying.
On June 13th, Marvel sent a letter notifying me they stripped my season 2 credits due to the post. This post.
Yeah, so he's saying he did that.
Sent a letter notifying me that they'd stripped me from the season 2 credits due to my post. Sadly, this is the latest in troubling pattern I've suffered through while working on 1997 and Blade. Ooh. I'll have more to say soon, but must take a step back from social media to find a safer space for me to be out proud and nerdy. Stay tuned. Hey, Beau,
right, Beau, come on. Nah.
This is the safest place for you to be both proud, both out, and both nerdy. It's right here. What do you need? What more do you need? We right here, dog. Look, listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what you gonna do? How much nerdier do we gotta get over here? You know? Come on, man. I need you to do something.
Judge me. Judge me. What you wanna do?
Come on, Beau. You know you want to come through and fuck
when
with
Sheriff John Brown comes for you.
Bad boy.
I'm so glad we looked that up because I was like, what is he saying?
Come for you.
Sheriff John Brown. When Sheriff John Brown comes for you.
When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
When Sheriff John Brown come for you.
John Brown come for you.
Wow. So yeah, what do y'all think about that, man? Do y'all think that this?
I knew it. I knew it had to be something. But
do you think?
I really thought it was the OnlyFans.
And the caption says nothing except Happy Pride. And well, see, I think that's what he's saying. He said it was one of the first. He said it was one of the many things that he had to deal with. So OnlyFans had to have been a problem as well. And I think that's why it became something that was suggested that would have been the reason that he ended up getting fired. Hold on, what happened? On his Twitter, Small Soldiers. Dylan says Small Soldiers still holds up. Talking Terror says Soma is that brave. No, I'm not real. I don't know. Talking Terror says Indian in cupboard. Indian in the cupboard had a Darth Vader figure come to life.
And I feel like with Disney owning every fucking thing, like if Disney did this shit, they could have all kinds of action figures interacting with each other and coming to life.
I think Disney owns Indian in the cupboard.
Indian in the cupboard, right? So yeah, it wasn't like this would be, and
it's doable as fuck.
I may have somebody in Disney that Enlight, stay tuned for Enlight, will come in strong. That company could get me in touch with, and I'm gonna pitch them. And this idea, Indian in the Cupboard remake, it's got to come out.
Yo, son, they took his credits off of season 2. So what does that mean? That what he did, they're just not going to use now, and it's just going to be bad? Because everything was good. Everything was all good in the hood. And is this all part of the reason why Blade has just not gotten done? It's supposed to be out the end of next year or the beginning of next year, in the next year.
Blade is in real-time development hell. Like usually development hell is kind of like background stuff of things that just aren't coming together.
Usually,
this shit's like in our faces, being like the director quit, the writer quit, the cinematographer fucking quit. It's just like every couple months, it's just telling us what's going on with this movie. I was like, damn. This is bad. It's usually way quieter than this.
And the writer got fired. Like that is crazy that we got this many situations taking place in Marvel. And it leads me to believe, like, are they just firing some of these people because it's about the money? They could keep these people around, but it's like, yo, we find any reason to get rid of anyone. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of that going on at Disney right now too. Let's see here. Film and Age said, I'm out and about, can't get on, but I'm gonna quote and tag and let him know Drunk Banthas and Nerds at Night is the best space. It's the best safe space. It's the best safe space. It is. We right here for you, dog. Because wasn't nobody out here caping for you harder than us. There was a lot of niggas caping for you, but it wasn't nobody caping harder than us. That's a fact.
One of the few podcasts, or only maybe one of the few podcasts that talked about every episode that you did, and one of the few podcasts that actually sent a correspondent to go and talk with you in person.
Who did that?
Nobody else but the Nerds at Night Network.
Exactly. I'm willing to bet. Yo, right now, the way you're sitting, that Natalie Portman's neck looks like your head. So if you yeah, just like that's so crazy. That's some fucking Beetlejuice shit right there. It's some shrunken head Haitian shit right there. But anyway, sorry. Beau, first of all, I'd like to say that's absolutely asinine that this would be an issue in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. And it only got 2,000 views before they got it fucked up. Man, come on, man, let the nigga live.
And most of all, look, I'm making the neck a little bit better. Kind of looks like my head got a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, Beau, we believe you. So let's get that out of the way. We ain't trying to convince nobody on this channel.
Oh shit! This is 10 seconds ago. The truth will be revealed after their Disney Plus disaster. Marvel wants to mislead with alleged contract breaches over tweets. It's tragic. It's come to this, but unsurprising. Stay tuned. What?
I feel like I should be fucking DMing him right the fuck now and tweeting.
You should.
Right
You should try to get him on right this second. Hold on. Let me give you the damn, where is hold on. I'm about to look up all my damn hold on.
I have my other account that has like 1,000 followers on it. It's just not connected to us in any way. But if I just tweet them,
I'm about to put all of our fucking shit on there. I put it in. Oh no, it's in the what do y'all call it? The drive.
And I don't have a.
Yeah, you got it. The Nerds at Night drive. I think you.
I don't have access. I know. I was the main one that told everybody to put everything on there, and then I forgot that I don't have access to the drive on my laptop.
Okay, hold on.
I thought I made it away.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for it. But anyway, we gonna keep y'all entertained. Don't you trip. It ain't gonna be just the look for the stuff on my phone show. But we do have to figure out the password for Nerds at Night so that we can make sure we get Beau DeMayo right the fuck now.
I'm just gonna do it through my other account. This should work.
Yeah, definitely do it. Yeah. But
yeah.
Damn, Matt, are you still watching? Anybody still watching that actually would know it? Because I sent it in our group chat to everybody. Go at Beau right now.
And then tag Drunk Bantha and Nerds at Night.
Oh man. That's crazy that I don't have it written down in the I got the Instagram for Nerds at Night in there. I don't have the one.
Oh, I just need this picture of me.
But anyway, yeah, man, I can't believe that is what in the fuck happened. Like, how? I want to know what y'all.
Yeah, me and Beau DeMayo are exactly the same height. I'm looking at our picture now. I was like, you are exactly the same height. I would look. So now, like, if I worked out and got both, I was like, okay, so that's what I would look like if I started working out more and lost some weight. All right, I feel you, Beau.
Like, oh, so I'll start busting some iron. I'll be all right.
All right, if I just got some muscles, that's what I would look like with real muscles. Okay.
Here, I'm about to send it to you right now. I'm about to send you the password right now. I just found it in here. I'm actually putting it back in the chat.
Or you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just retweet what I'm about to tweet and tag you in.
I can do that too. I just sent it to you. I just sent it in the chat though. So yeah, we worked it out. But yeah, man, I am literally flabbergasted right now. Like I really am glad that I was looking for something and I have an excuse looking for something on my phone. Now I actually have an excuse to fucking to act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like an excuse to fucking be sitting here quiet because I don't know what the fuck's going on. What up, Othelius? What in the hell is up, man? Hold on, let me give you some love. What up, man? What up? Oh man, Othelius said Terry would look like a buff version of Jeffrey Wright. Oh shit, that is fucking hilarious. Oh man. Well, you don't know what's happening right now, Othelius. You must not have been on earlier. I don't know if you know or not, but we just found out thanks to some boots on the ground reporting from Twitter. Film Age has let us know that Beau DeMayo has revealed the reason that he got fired from Marvel. He stated, firstly, I'm so grateful to have worked with all these people. Yeah, whatever. He says, the above fan art I posted on Instagram for Gay Pride in June on June 13th sent a letter notifying Marvel sent a letter notifying me they stripped my season 2 credit due to the post. And sadly, it is the latest in troubling pattern on X-Men and Blade. I'll have more to say soon, but must take a step back from my social media to find a safer space for me to be out, proud, and nerdy. Stay tuned. And I'm liking all of these things and retweeting all of these things. But that's not all. He also said a few minutes ago, the truth will be revealed. After their Disney Plus disaster, Marvel wants to mislead with alleged contract breaches over tweets. It's tragic. It's come to this, but unsurprising. Stay tuned. And now I'm about to hit refresh because I'm like, yo, what in the? He just hit us with that 10 seconds. So yeah, that was 6 minutes ago. So we in real time with these tweets, y'all. We real time with it. My gas has truly been flabbered. I don't know all these British stuffs, but I love it. British people got some crazy shit that they say, boy. That shit's dope. Fifth Bantha says, I flabbered my gas once and they kicked me right out of the church. That is okay. Some of the things I'm gonna need somebody else to just peruse through this before I even say anything. I'm gonna have to start reading y'all's comments before I even put them up there. Because flabbering your gas in church is wild. But yeah, man, y'all haven't answered my question at all in the chat. Because I asked how they feel about Beau getting dogged out. Do you feel like that's a good reason for him to, get let go from Marvel? And I get stuff like from Dylan Smith, my gas is flabbered. Or also from Dylan Smith, T could fight Beau and rock them.
Man, I appreciate that, but I don't think I don't know. I'm kind of scrappy. I was raised in the trenches of Port Arthur.
Yeah, you from where? Oh damn, it's Port Arthur and Beaumont, and those are the two places you don't know with nobody from.
It's like I'm from there. So
if you find out somebody that you know is from Beaumont, Texas, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them.
And like the new, speaking of that, with DreamCon making an announcement now, they're now in Houston, even closer to that area, and I'm just like, somebody's getting shot at DreamCon this next year because
they're gonna be hanging out with Drake.
I don't know, probably not.
He just moved to Houston. I mean, he just got his driver's license in Houston. Apparently,
he's claiming Houston, but I'm just saying, I think DreamCon guests that are going to be flying in, not from Texas, are going to have a rude wake-up call.
Lit in Houston. It's going to be lit.
Houston. H-Town going down.
Oh, Dylan said, wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. And for everybody that is following us on Twitter, go please like and retweet that tweet.
Please.
I tagged you in it because I had you on my thing.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Because I tagged you. I tagged Drunk Banthas in it.
Oh, Drunk Banthas. Did you do it from yours?
I did it from mine.
Okay. because I'm on Nerds at Night right this second. That's all. Like, I don't see it. Damn. Yeah, boy. No, that's from 3 days ago. But anyway, like I was basically saying, let's see. Othelia said to any woman that live in Houston and is neighbors with him, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. Oh yeah, he talking about that one, the God, Drake the God, Drake the 69 God. Oh man. But yeah, man, that's crazy that they put a black man on the streets, and not just a black man, a black gay man who was out here diversifying they whole ecosystem that they got over there. They whole little factory of fuck them and pluck them and fuck them. They pluck them and they fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like they fuck them and pluck them, or pluck them and fuck them, however you want to think. They pluck them out of the world of creativity. They put them to work, and then they fuck them over, man. That's how they do it. And, you know, he's not the only person to ever get fucked over. And he's just probably the only person to get fucked over in this very specific way. We all thought he got fired because of an OnlyFans page. But dude lost his job because he posted a picture of fan art that somebody else did, and he reposted it on his page.
No, that's wild.
That is probably the craziest thing anybody has ever been fired for. But look, this is how we doing niggas now. We just get rid of we got rid of Jonathan Majors for running from a bitch, and now we just go get rid of Beau DeMayo for posting some shit up, and he ain't even do nothing. This is just crazy. Like, the more I think about it, because we've been scrambling, but the more I really think about it, I get angry. Because I'm low key mad. I wish it wasn't so late that I could ask Black Gay Comic Book Geek to come on right now, because he's the only other person who's been on this shit like we have, and he's actually like. Right before you met him, I found out that he knew him as well. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh shit. Like, he follows Black Gay Comic Book Geek. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm like, the whole time I've been thinking, man, this is an OnlyFans thing. I can kind of see where they coming from. You know what I mean? OnlyFans, I definitely can kind of see where Disney is coming from. But this,
even if you're not posting full on nudes, just the whole word OnlyFans has a negative connotation on it.
Right. Exactly. Even if you're just doing yoga lessons on there, it's got a negative connotation to it. Like, right. But you posted on your Instagram a picture that someone else drew that is a fan art of yourself dressed as Cyclops with no blue on. It's not like it's even crazy. Like, Cyclops' outfit is crazy. First of all, let's just get that. He's just black and Cyclops is blue. Technically, that's just the only difference.
And let's think about when we saw Magneto all chained up in his outfit. This is like nothing worse.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Othelia said they act like Beau stole boxes on his day off.
They are acting like my man stole boxes.
They fired this nigga on his day off. This is crazy. This nigga wasn't doing nothing except minding his own business. Now, I understand, like, kicking me off the show. Like, okay, I feel like y'all have y'all taking my credits, nigga. My credits. And this tweet says something to me. This tweet is telling, where he says, "Now, hold on, there's more. Look, this is live. I need some breaking
live DeMayo.
Breaking news."
Yeah.
He says, This is their Disney Marvel's usual playbook. Legal letters as well as other items to prove their long-standing pattern to follow. It's about finding a safe outlet. Thanks for your faith and patience. So, so there's a lot in there. There's a lot cryptic in there. This one says the truth will be revealed after their Disney Plus disaster. Marvel wants to mislead and with alleged contract breaches over tweets. So I just want to focus on that. After their Disney Plus disaster. So we've been talking about that on this show, that no one has actually turned a profit from streaming except for Netflix. Most recently, Hulu. Well, it's Disney. So Disney it's Disney.
I thought Hulu was the second one.
It is Hulu, but it's Disney. You know what I'm saying? They're combining it all. That's what part of all these mergers and all these bundling is all about. Is now I can count all this a part of my Nielsen, because remember, Nielsen is getting involved in this shit now. So niggas can't just fudge numbers no more. You gotta actually come with the shit correct. And we've been saying that Disney Plus, all the streaming services don't put your eggs in that basket, because as of right now, who's to say if this stuff is going to be successful? And we are seeing it not be successful. We are seeing people struggle to make money, shows struggle to get fans, shows struggle to garner more subscriptions and viewership. Then so if everything that they're putting out is failing and it goes on another 4 years, that's like almost 10 years of existence, and you haven't actually made profit but one of those years. Actually, we're talking about the second quarter. We're not even talking about a whole year of profit. We're talking about in the second quarter they were able to turn a profit. So like this might not even be the case come December, right? Like they could still be in the hole come December. And, you know, clearly he knows something that we don't know. He being Beau knows something that we don't know. And for him to say, and this is in quotes, by the way. So does anybody know if this is a quote from someone else? Because the first statement he made, the other statements he made are not in quotations. This statement is made in quotations. This is not. So out of all those other quotations that were made, I mean, those other quotes that he made, posts that he made, those are the only ones that were put in quotes. Very interesting, man. This is crazy. Straight up breaking news right here on the Bantha Bunch show. That's wild. The truth will be revealed after their Disney Plus disaster. Marvel wants to mislead with alleged contract breaches over tweets. It's tragic it's come to this, but unsurprising. Stay tuned. Now let's look at some of these comments, man. This shit is crazy. Oh, it's getting real. I'm sending you all my okay. People are being pretty nice, it seems like.
Hey, man, leave a comment on there and be like, hey, come talk to us about it. We're a safe space.
Oh man. What? How do I do that on here? Oh. Do I do this?
Reply, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oop. Y'all see this? I'm typing. Yeet. Oh, what is our handle? You always have Nerds Night. That's what it is.
And then tag also Drunk Banthas and 9 Nerd Yards. Because that's also what I couldn't find the Nerds at Night one. Oh, it's called Nerds Night. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up tagging us on that. So.
Oh no. Somebody already got Drunk Banthas. Oh yeah, that's why I had to go drunk_Banthas. I fucking hate fucking Twitter. Why?
Really? I just typed in drunk. Okay, yeah, there it is.
What? Yeah, you're already. Yeah. Do I tag? How do I tag in here? This is like watching old people.
When you're doing apps, it tags.
Yeah. Then I'll just tag.
Doing the at thing is tagging.
Oh, wait. We're doing 9.
No, yeah, 9 nerds.
It's acting like I don't fucking follow these people.
Go ahead. Tag me.
Oh shit. My bad. Can I? No, see, this is the thing.
Hit the 3 dots and she'll let you edit it.
I hit the 3 dots.
Oh, I guess it doesn't let you edit then. Yeah, it just says pin to your profile or delete.
It doesn't let you edit no more. But anyway, you guys see what the deal is. Oh, did that get taken down? What happened? Oh, Beau. Oh, Beau. I am shocked right now that this is what got this nigga took off television, man. You lost your job fucking around with this. This is crazy. Disney gets sued by homophobic conservatives. Also, Disney fires black gay man on his day off. That is a fact. Oh my god. Man. Breaking Beau. I love it. Shit. Yeah. Shit, he might as well get high now. You might as well come on over here and get high with us, Mr. DeMayo. Man, I really feel I said it already. I feel bad, man. I need to take a shot. I feel bad for Beau because this should not happen to anybody. Black, gay, white, gay, black, straight, white, straight, man, female, trans, alien. I don't care. It should never happen to nobody, man. You should lose your job because of a cartoon picture. Like, I don't know. I don't fuck with this. This kind of got me off my, it knocked me off my rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of took me off my steez real quick. Talking Turd says studios are setting a precedent. I think you're halfway right about that, man, because this kind of seems like a situation that we're about to see bubble over, and it might not stop with him. I was about to talk about Joaquin Phoenix ending his movie that he was going to do because it was a gay role that he didn't want to do, but it was the movie that he greenlit and he got everybody on it. It's like, nigga, you started this shit. What is wrong with you? A whole bunch of people lost their jobs because this guy decided literally within the hour, the last seconds of getting ready to film, that he didn't want to do the gay scenes for the gay character that he created for a show that he greenlit, a movie that he greenlit. So, but I was going to talk about that. This is more pertinent. This is more, this has so much more to do with what we be talking about here on the Drunk Banthas channel and Nerds at Night channel. Gay, black, conservative, trans, alien. Yeah, Shouldn't happen to no gay, black, conservative, trans, alien either. It should never happen. Yeah. I think that Talking Turd is right. It's the tip of the iceberg. Othelia says them Disney niggas saying the deception and shame song from Lion King 2. Beau has security sent him out the building. Beau as security sends him out the building. But you know what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I'm having trouble reading today. I don't know why. But yeah, he said the Disney niggas sang the deception and shame song from Lion King 2 to Beau as the security sent him out of the building. They threw his ass out the building like it was goddamn Beverly Hills Cop 1. Oh man, this is crazy, man. I'm a little off. I'm telling you, I'm a little off because of that shit. Let me take this shot. So you know what we're gonna do? I literally was gonna go just a little bit longer just to see if Beau decided to jump on. I'm gonna assume he's not going to, because he said he's gonna step away from social media for a minute. So I'm just gonna assume he's not gonna. This is all he plans on divulging for the time being. But if you happen to see us on in like an emergency situation coming up here on like a Friday stream all of a sudden, or if you see us streaming Saturday all of a sudden, and definitely make sure you tune in on Monday. You know what I'm talking about? Because you never know who's gonna be on the show, and you know it could be Beau. You know what I'm talking about? It took me so long to get to that rhyme. You never know who's gonna be on the show. It could be Beau. It took me so long to get there. I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I'm looking for your tweet still, so that I can like it, share it. I see there we go. Where you at? Balling on a budget?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Retweeted, and it's like, let's go. Please, seriously, if you got a Twitter account, please go on the Twitters, and I almost said the real name. Please go on the Twitters and bug Beau DeMayo and tell him to come check out Nerds at Night and Drunk Banthas. That's Nerds Night, NERDSNITE on Twitter, and then drunk_Banthas on Twitter, and go tell Beau to come over here. Now, we probably ain't gonna get it done in tonight, because he's probably LA bound. You know, he probably lives in LA or on his way to LA, wherever he is. If he's smart, he got on a red eye and then tweeted this and turned his phone off. He probably ain't dealing with none of this right now. Othelia said Terry cloned the Banthas. They cloned Bill. The sequel to They Clone Tyrone. I am here for it. Shit. Written by Beau DeMayo. He ain't got nothing to do. Oh man, you definitely got there. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it, guys. I'm telling you, man, we got this shit, dog. We got this shit. Tell Beau. First of all, you know, Beau is a friend of the show. I'm not just talking crazy. He's a friend of T, so he's a friend of me. You know what I mean? We boys. No, I'm joking. But seriously, I hope he knows that this really is a safe space to come on, because we really do want to get to the bottom of this. Not just for the what do you call it? The sizzle, the sensationalism,
But to see if I want to support Marvel and like Fox and Disney and whoever else was behind this, and to see if they're worth giving me my money to. If they're pulling shit like this, and it's like I really don't want to support any of your other projects, man. We need to start boycotting these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I've talked about it several times, and I talked about it on Monday very briefly. But we control how, what's going to be popular, what's going to be famous. If you ever wonder why do they keep making this shitty movie, it's because people keep going to see it. And if you stop going to see it, then they'll stop making it. It don't matter how big the movie is. Like, you wanted Jonathan Majors to never be on television or movies again. All you had to do was not go see any of the television or movies that he's in, and they would have never put him out. That's just how it works. Don't matter how many of them they already filmed, just wouldn't happen. And so we got to start treating it like that, man. We definitely got to put our power of our dollar to work, right? Like, and that's in everything. I don't just think it towards Marvel or DC or any movies, any television. I'm talking about the grocery store. I'm talking about corner store down there and down the street. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that, y'all. So make sure y'all keep that shit together, man. We gotta stay together.
Are we gonna be on for much longer? I need to go get my clothes out of the dryer, but I did want to. What did I just send us earlier? Oh, did we talk about the whole Disney lawsuit?
No, we didn't. You want to go ahead?
I need to take a 10-minute break and get my clothes out of the dryer.
You know what? I can take a 10-minute break. I can let you come in and I'll let you take a break and come back and we can get it. We can talk that. We can talk about that. Othelia says they fired Beau DeMayo like Disney fired Tom Washington from Goofy movie. They hating on my people. The goof that stood by the dough. Well, yeah, man. The goof that stood by the bow. Oh, man. The bow that stood by the dough. That's how they treated him. Put that on a t-shirt. The bow that stood by the dough. Oh, shit. We about to, bro. So, I've never been fired from but one job. I've been fired from one job. And it was some bullshit way I got fired. So, like, I'm not going to go and bother you with the details or too many of the details, but like, basically, I got fired because I was late 3 times in 6 months. And I was late like 2-3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody tell you that they got fired. But they'll tell you. They'll tell you that they lost their job, but I got fired, okay? But I knew that everybody knew it was bullshit. That's what gave me the ability to just like be like, man, whatever, because I was young and I felt betrayed, and the people who I worked with, we were all very close together, and one of them ended up being the one that actually fired me out of nowhere. So just thinking about it, I'm like, yo, Beau would have gotten this from somebody that he knew. You know what I mean? Like, this information didn't just come down the pipe like, oh, Disney's not fucking with it. You got to remember, he didn't say in that tweet that Disney sent him a letter. He said that Marvel sent him a letter. And all reporting in the news articles that talked about him being let go all referred to him being let go by Disney, not Marvel, as to absolve Kevin Feige or any other producers there from any knowledge or any type of responsibility. Backlash, if you will. Blacklash in this case. And I think that's what we're really going to possibly be facing here. Because them tweets had like 3 views and like 20 likes when we first started looking at it. And I'm going to tell you what it's got right now, just as I refresh. Because like I said, it was nobody looking at that shit earlier. Now, right this second, there's about 4,000 views or 3.5 thousand views and 700 retweets in the last 3 hours. Well, I guess, yeah, in the last 3 hours or so. And the one that he posted about 22 minutes already has about 400 likes and 50 retweets. I'm about to repost it right now. Like, get out of here, dog. Like, if somebody that I worked with knew about what happened, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad that they kept their job, but I would be upset if they, you know, stayed quiet. And not stay quiet in the sense of risking their job or risking losing their job, but man, I'd want you to say something, man. Stick up for me in some kind of way, man. Be like, you know, Bill ain't a bad dude. He just gay. Why is that bad? Why is it bad if Bill is gay? That's what I would like. It just troubles me when we talking about this kind of stuff, and it's just that simple. Like, we just fired a nigga because he gay, or we fired him because he posted something that's too gay. But then, hold on, I want to pull this up because the shit that Cyclops be wearing ain't exactly like. It's not exactly like not gay. I mean, I'm about to pull up some pictures of Cyclops right now. And you guys tell me if these outfits are a little gay. I mean, just look at these. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at your man's. That's the action figure. That's for children. This is oh, I'm sorry. I didn't share. I didn't share the screen. You guys, you gotta tell me. You gotta let me know in the chat when I'm not sharing the screen. If so I don't sound stupid. But look at this. Look at these outfits that Scott Summers has worn over the years. Are y'all gonna tell me that this right here made for children? You gonna tell me that this isn't sexual? That this isn't hyperly male sexualized energy right here? I mean, Cyclops, ain't nobody saying Cyclops is gay. I mean, a lot of people say Cyclops is gay, but that's not the conversation here. The conversation is about the outfit. Like, what about this is less provocative than what we got here? Oh, shit. What about that? And I want your opinion too, T. Like, seriously, like, what about like the Cyclops himself, like the character and the way he's portrayed? What about these portrayals of him is less like, I guess, I don't even know if it's gay to like, I don't know if they're complaining about the gay, but like, what is it? Is it because it's pride, or is it because it's a man with half his clothes on?
nipples. I don't know. Maybe because you can tell it's skin color.
Maybe because you can tell it's skin color. I mean, well, what about Jean's outfit? So that's what I'm saying. It's got to be the fact that it's a man, right? Because Jean's outfit is like just straight butt naked.
Right. I don't know.
I'm looking up her outfit right now. The comic book outfit. Oh, there we go. I mean, she's basically naked. Well, in the comics, she's basically naked. Like this action figure kind of makes it look like she's got on actual clothes, but she's basically supposed to be naked, like with these. Oh, boom! Like, come on, man. What is about Jean that's not over sexualized, or Rogue, or any other character like Gambit? All of them, man. I just don't understand what in the world we're talking about right now. We're talking about a cartoon, man. We've seen more risque things in a Ren and Stimpy episode, you know? Like, come on, dude. Filmade said with this and the you misspelled Blacklash, sir. With this and the Blacklash with Disney lawyers going after a guy who died and is connecting a clause in the Disney Plus account, this is gonna hit them hard. Now, Terry was about that, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about the other thing that you was gonna talk about. You can go ahead and combine those together if you want.
I mean, just the main thing it was I gave you that meme about the Mandalorian, but it's what Film Age was saying. But here's what happened, because it wasn't a guy; it was a guy's wife. His wife died at a Disneyland resort. I'm not sure which one they went to, one of them in America, and she had dairy, I think, allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Enough to where anaphylactic shock, she would die. She had bad, I need to not eat shit that's cross-contaminated. And, you know, when you think about this, it's like it's always on that person to ask, but it's documented that they asked. It's proven that they asked multiple times. Are these dishes safe? Is this restaurant safe for me? You know I have these allergies. When you make this dish, don't cross-contaminate it. That was reiterated to these staff people, to the Disney resort multiple times. So they were well aware of this and encouraged her to go there. And then she was served something she wasn't supposed to eat, and she died. And so now they're having a rightful wrongful death suit against Disney. And Disney's defense is arguing because he signed up on a Disney Plus account for a free trial. I don't even think they have Disney Plus still, but for the free trial, when he signed up, there was a clause in there that says that he cannot take them to court without going to arbitration first. Like, he can't just jump the gun and sue them for something, which that's in a lot of clauses of where before you can sue them, you have to take them to arbitration first so you can try and work something out and then go to a court. But what's fucked up here is that how can me signing something for a totally different thing for a streaming account have anything to do with me being at your park and you actually killing me? It's not like Disney Plus gave me, I was watching Disney Plus, something on there, and all of a sudden I had a seizure because of the lights, and you didn't have the photo warning thing.
Now, don't get me wrong, I completely agree with you, but I feel like I'm missing some details, or we all missing some details. Like, this was just a motion that Disney made. This isn't the end of the situation, right? Like,
No. Of course not. This is just what they're trying to argue of why it can't go to court and why they can have it thrown out.
So yeah, they made a motion to throw it out but I don't think that's. I mean, clearly that's not going to hold up in
It's
court.
probably not gonna hold.
And because the intention of those types of terms of service agreements isn't so that you can't sue them for anything, but it's like, so you can't sue me directly related to what you're signing up for. Like, you're not going to be able to sue me if you end up having an epileptic seizure in your living room from the visual effects of the app that we're using. And because we didn't have a warning at the beginning telling you that if you have epilepsy, you can't watch this. They're covering their asses on that. And not to mention they had a lot of racist shit on the platform when they first started it, because they were just using regular shit, which I agree with. Don't fucking change my shit. Don't edit my shit. Don't put a warning at the beginning of it for me. I mean, if you're going to have to do that, you damn sure should be able to put all of it up there as it is. But my point is that it's not to be.
And they're also saying that on the ticket itself, when you buy a ticket, it has like a similar clause to where you got to take them to arbitration first before you can do a lawsuit.
But that's within the park. It's like if I'm driving down the street, like if I leave Disneyland and I get back onto the 110 and head home north, and a fucking Disneyland truck carrying all this shit that's supposed to go to Disneyland, and it just fucking just runs into me and tears my whole shit up, leaves me looking like Tracy Morgan. Like, does your clause extend that much? Like, I can't sue you now because this tragic accident that happened to me. I can now not sue you because I bought a ticket at Disneyland. Like, no, that's that.
But here's the argument isn't that like they can't sue them, is that you can't jump to a lawsuit first.
Right.
So that's why I was like, this, it could hold up, and if it is on the ticket, I was like, they might have a point. But
if it's on the ticket and they were in the, so this is my
if they were in the park, they were at a restaurant in the park.
Right. So if it's on the ticket, I can kind of
see why they're arguing it, and it's just like, as the defense attorney, you're supposed to like try all avenues, even if they're all kind of stupid. But
if it's on the Disney
Plus of why they're trying to argue it, it's just shady and slimy. It's like, you killed somebody, bro. Just stop it. Stop.
If it's on the Disney Plus account, though, like that's what's bothering me.
I think that's one of those things where it may have been mentioned, but they don't really mean it. And like, somebody picks it up and hears that, and there's like, oh, they're trying to sue them, because it's like, no, they're just probably referencing something that's on a Disney Plus account, but it's probably more or less has to do with that same clause being on the actual park ticket.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that somebody saw exactly what you just said, then went back and looked at their terms of service on their Disney account, on their Disney Plus account, saw that the same verbiage was there, and they were like, yo, they could just do it. But
they're just kind of running with it. You know how people get.
Right. Well, yeah, the lie get around the world twice before the truth puts his pants on. Like, that's just how that works. But I think that those terms only apply to the platforms that you're entering and or signing up for. So if you're entering into the park, that applies there, and it only applies there, right? And then then it applies to Disney Plus. Like, you can't sue me, like I said, if you get an epileptic seizure, you can't sue me for the seizure because you were watching, or if you don't appreciate what's on the TV, you can't sue me because of that. And I think, it's not that you can't sue, like you said, is that you can't jump to the suit. You have to go through arbitration first. And I will say this, that's not a bad deal. I know that sounds crazy, and I know that dude lost his wife, and that's a tragic situation. But arbitration for them is just a lawsuit that's not on the books, because they're doing the same thing that they were going to do when they went to court. They're going to pay you, and it's going to be undisclosed, and you're going to not be able to tell anybody about it, and you're going to be able to live a life that no one ever dreamed of. No one in your family ever dreamed of living a life this good. And so I think that it's important to keep that in mind. People keep that in mind, that these people are pretty much going to get the same thing, most likely, regardless of arbitration or court. They're going to probably get the same thing that they would have got anyway. Like, as far as money goes, it's just bad for Disney to have a lawsuit in the paper. And look at what it did. Just look at what this little bit of a lawsuit already did. Like, we having a conversation about them being fucking communists, basically. Like, we having crazy conversation about them that didn't even necessarily have to happen. Zippy, what's happening, Zippy? Shout out to Zippy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Administrative remedies first is kind of a common thing, even in some laws. Yeah. I think if you can work it out that way, it's sometimes better. But if you're just small time Donnie or dude, whoever this dude was, like, who lost your wife, that's not the first thing you're gonna think of, and it's probably not the first thing that your lawyer is gonna think of. You probably can't even afford a lawyer that's gonna think about this kind of shit. And clearly he didn't. This lawyer didn't even know. His lawyer didn't know about this. Otherwise, we wouldn't even had to have this conversation, right? Like, his lawyer didn't know about this clause that Disney has, apparently. So I would say, first, get a better lawyer, sir. Get a better lawyer. Switch him out. Even if he's working pro bono for a firm that said they would do it, switch him out. Move around. Because that dude did not even know that clearly, because there's no motion. That motion shouldn't even been had, because you should have been in arbitration. Because if it exists, there's no legal workaround around it. Like, you got to go to arbitration, and maybe you do end up back in court. But that sounds like a lawyer who just wanted to either get a payday or didn't know what the hell he was doing in real life. Let's see here. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna read some of these comments, and then I gotta go, because I gotta get some weed and I gotta eat some food, y'all. But that's just because I'm a human being. Shout out to all of the YouTubers and kickers who go for 8 hours a day. I will never do that. I don't care how much money y'all give me. I mean, I do care how much money y'all give me, but that will not affect the amount of time that I spend on YouTube on a daily basis. Dylan says, no, not starting with that one. Talking Turd says a lot of restaurants have disclaimers regarding allergies on the menu that cover such situations as this. That's right. But yeah, most of the time you gotta tell them that you have allergies, and that's what it usually says on the menu.
But like, that's why I preference like this whole thing of like where it's always on the person with the allergies to tell. And I was like, nope, they got it documented that they had talked to these people.
Yep.
And told them. So that's why it's fucked up. It was like, y'all really were negligent.
They probably asked several people about anything, many times. Dylan said they tried to sue Disney and it tanked. It's just like those Disney TV shows that be coming out. They tried to put them out and they tanked. Othelia said Disney been on bullshit since Powerline. Hold on, damn. The comments coming in, making shit jump up. Disney been on bullshit since Powerline, the greatest song ever. Release the wash it. Hey, release that shit. I think he's talking about, I think I know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about the Goofy movie.
Goofy movie.
That's right.
Oh man, I got to do some research for next week's episode, because, and it's probably going to get even better by next week, because City Girl Mayor, Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard is in some trouble. And I wanted to talk about it today, but we're running out of time.
Yeah, Film Age is gonna have a fucking heart attack if you tell him this girl going to jail, man.
They say she missing from meetings right now.
Alex,
what else is going on? Oh, she fired the chief deputy, and the other one is now been indicted. He's been officially indicted, and they think he's gonna flip on her too. She fired that other trustee that was like always up her butt, that black dude that was always like defending her. He's been fired, and they say he's working with the FBI now. Mayor Lightfoot's report has finally come out. And what is it? They're like 3.5 million in debt.
God damn.
Supposedly from having a surplus budget before she came in. Now they're 3.5 million in debt. They were at a surplus. Now they're 3.5 million in debt. And they also had they're looking at the receipts, and they found like $50,000 in a single day to Amazon on a city card.
Damn, $50,000, and I bet you half her shit didn't even make it to her.
Oh no, with $50,000, they get your shit to you on time. She got that super prime. She got that prime account we don't know about.
Right. For y'all who just joined us, just so you know, we normally don't do this show this long. Drunk Bantha definitely goes this long. I mean, the podcast, Drunk Bantha podcast, definitely goes this long sometimes. But we don't usually go this long on the Bantha Bunch show. But Beau DeMayo dropped exactly why he left or why he got fired from Marvel. It's shocking to us. We thought it was OnlyFans. Turns out it's because of a fucking fan art photo that he reposted of him. That
wasn't even that provocative at all. Like
just wearing the yellow. Yeah, it wasn't that provocative at all.
It looked like it was a rendition of him in the Magneto outfit, except Cyclops version of it.
Right.
It was the exact same thing.
And the insanity of it all, it kind of bothers me like a lot. And it's like you said earlier, Terry, like I'm trying not to really harp on it too much, but it's like you said earlier, it's like, do I want to spend my money with these people if, not knowing? Now, maybe there's something that maybe he explains it, and then I'm like, okay, I see what's happening here, and I decide I still want to spend my money. But I do need the opportunity to decide on if and why, keep it through the comments. Literally, I just basically did that so Alex understood what happened because he just walked in. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. They have Disney. Roughly worded disclaimer states that all what? Let me read this. Roughly worded disclaimer states that although we take every effort to prepare dishes to be allergy free, we cannot guarantee contamination, basically saying the customer eating it at their own risk. Yeah. I mean, those things are hard to get through anyway, legally, regardless of Disney or anything. Like, those are kind of hard, and most people are just going to settle anyway. Zippy says, I subscribe. Maybe we'll run into you guys again sooner. Don't really know what you're about. Well, Zippy, we are about nerd stuff, man. We only talk about nerd news. We cover movies, television, in the sci-fi, horror, action, comedy, all of the beautiful nerdy things that you love, man, and that we love too. And it just so happens that we may get drunk while we do it. I mean,
and random politics too.
Yeah, on the Bantha Bunch show, we talk about politics whenever you want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it's relevant and funny. But also
like Tiffany Henyard still in my
like Tiffany Henyard, man. Like, come on, man. We also will hook you up with your own corrupt, beautiful female lawyer, and you too can fall in love, man. We are matchmaker show. We do all kinds of stuff. Ask Film Age. We hooked him up. We got him hooked up. Now, see, that's an inside joke, and all you got to do is come back, join us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here with your favorite cousin Bill, and producer TB here as well. And then Drunk Bantha's podcast, that's on Mondays, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Every Monday, every Thursday, we don't miss no days, 52 weeks a year. and that means I'm hitting it fucking what 104 times. 104 times a year I'm on your TV screen. I mean, or your phone screen or your laptop screen, however you watch. But yeah, Zippy, I really appreciate you, dog. Really appreciate you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining up. And if you like us enough, you can go ahead and join the members on Drunk Banthas, and we'll get you some members only content. No feet, unfortunately, so I apologize. Dylan says, yeah, Oath, you're right. I wasn't paying attention to the conversation. Little Frothy says, holy shit, you guys are still going. Love it. And Zippy Fit said, just found you because I was looking for interesting lives. Trying to find something that's good here. Oh, so
that
yeah,
keeps happening a lot. We seem to like be doing better at lives being recommended to people now.
Yeah, exactly. It's going down, man. Y'all are keeping us going, man. Not gonna lie, this shit started out as just the members only, moved over to just doing it regularly for everybody, and we're gonna do some other members only content. But man, I really appreciate y'all, man, because otherwise it'd just be me sitting here talking to myself, and then Terry jump on, and then I talk to him. and then we just look at each other for a little while and then we get off live. So without y'all commenting, without y'all, it's not just the comments, it's y'all actually be giving poignant.
You direct the show. This is almost like a choose your own podcast.
It really is. Y'all give poignant and cogent analysis on topics that we're covering. And you think about it in certain ways that I necessarily wouldn't even be thinking about it from. So like certain angles that I wouldn't even think about it from. So I really appreciate y'all. And yeah, make sure you keep it coming, man. Zippy said, yeah, sorry, I didn't pay. I don't pay. And I don't pay either, goddamn it. That's what I'm talking about.
I have zero paid subscription.
Shout out to Zippy. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Lil Frothy. Shout out to Othelius. Shout out to Film Age. Shout out to the fifth Bantha who's asleep right now. And shout out to anybody else and shout out to TT, Talking Turd. Look, Talking Turd came in right on time. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Lives get more coverage than regular uploads, I have noticed over the years creating. Well, man, let's keep it going. Let's not slow it down. Let's bust it open. Terry, where can the people find you?
Oh, shout out to my boy Q. He said yo in the comments earlier.
Yeah, shit. It got buried. Where is it? Oh, what up, Q? What up, Q? Q Harrison Terry, what is happening? So glad you joined us. I'm sure you already subscribed. I'm sure you already like, man. What's happening, big dog? Go back and check out this crazy ass episode since you came in late, because this was wild, man. But yeah, Terry, where can the people find you?
Always at my Instagram at tpins with a Z, C-O, tpins co. Find me there. Get you some new pins. I got that bootleg Snoop Dogg Olympic pin. Not that crazy overpriced one you're seeing online right now. If you try looking for this pin, they're like $20, $30. You can holler at me, get it for $10.
Man, holler at your boy. Get that $10 pin instead of playing for that garbage that's on the fucking on. If you seen what they did with the I was gonna talk about the Olympics today too, but damn, Beau got me. If you seen what they did with the fucking breakdancing shit, you know that they ain't about shit when it come to black people. So go ahead and get you these pins from a black man where it's cheaper and it's not nobody trying to gouge your prices out. Othelia said, shout out to the clones and the nation. Shout out to Othelius, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And Talking Turd said, how can you forget the turd? How could I forget the turd? I did not. We did not forget. We just got overwhelmed by all the Beau DeMayo flesh that was being shown in that film art. I can no longer work. I don't think I can work here. Well, anyway, this is your boy Bill, me, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. You are watching Nerds at Night, and you're watching the Drunk Banthas channel. Can't say enough about you, so I'll stop. I can talk more about me, though. You can see me Monday on the Drunk Banthas podcast, every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, and right here on the Bantha Bunch Show, Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Every Thursday, we do not miss a beat. I fucking love y'all, man, and thank y'all so much for watching. I don't even know why you're still watching right now, but you watched to the end, and we love you, baby. So make sure you come right back here, and if we're going to do a surprise podcast with Beau DeMayo, oh my God, what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm not promising shit, but I am promising you'll have a good time next time we hit this live button. Pick yourself up and lay yourself down. It's late, bitch. Y'all have a good night. Peace.